you beautiful people. Welcome to Nothing is Perfect. I'm your host, Russell Holiday, and tonight we get to see Game 8. Revenge! It's gonna be revenge! After losing in the 7-game series by a single goal to the Edmonton Oilers in last year's playoffs, the Vancouver Canucks have the opportunity to win Game 8 against the Oilers, as this is their first game of the regular season so far in the 24-25 schedule. So, let's talk about what we're going to be doing tonight, because it's another busy stream. We're going to start off by saying hello to everyone who has arrived in the chat already. We will go through the stats that you want, but you don't need. During the first intermission, Mr. Dustin Boydell will be joining the show for the Rusty and Dusty Sideshow as usual. During the second intermission, another very special live on location, even more special than we've ever had before. Our first live look into Rogers Arena. We're going to have Michael Saunders, one of my Mo Bros, and Chef Zach coming on to the show. November, it is November. We haven't talked about it yet so far this month. My buddy Mike is doing our fundraiser, growing a beautiful caterpillar on his upper lip, and he will be joining us. There is a link down in the description. If you do feel like donating to the cause for November, there is the link, like I said. So Michael Saunders and Chef Zach will be joining the show during the second intermission live from Rogers Arena. So that's very cool. We had Major Tao in Anaheim and in LA. And then in the LA game, we actually had Hachiko and Major Tao join up. So, but first time we're doing it live from Rogers Arena. Justin is gonna join us for the post-game show as well. Break down the game that we saw. And then the very last thing we're going to do tonight, we're going to save the best for last. I've got this little thing right here, and this will give you a little sneak preview of what we're going to be dealing with. Does anyone recognize this? This is the Voyager 1 space probe. And the main reason I'm showing you this is because that means we're going to be talking about one of my heroes, Carl Sagan, today. So at the very end of the show, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Carl Sagan. It's his birthday. It has absolutely nothing to do with hockey content, but he's my hero, so you're going to hear about it anyways, so it should be fun. I'm going to play a little video there for you. So make sure you stay tuned to the end, watching these Edmonton Oilers get the snot beat out of them by the Vancouver Canucks. So, like I said, let's start off by saying hello to everyone that's in the chat. Oh, this is looking real weird here. There we go. That's better. All right. Big Hog Hockey, first comment of the night. 8-1 win incoming. I like the juice. I like it, Big Hog. Welcome back. Canucks Fan 94 back again. Let's go. Welcome back, Canucks Fan 94. Always good to have you. Thanks for subbing last stream. Big Mac, Mr. Mod, in the chat. Sup, boys, game time. And Big Mac will be once again joining us next week. So stay tuned for that. He will be coming on in the Thursday stream next week. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. Big Hogs, always happy to see Big Mac. Hachiko, the one and only, coming on to the show on Thursday night with Major Tao. Lots of fun there. Hachiko in the chat, welcome back. Big Mac's happy to see Hachiko as well. Paragolf Pro, which is Dustin Boydell in the chat. Like I said, joining us during the first intermission. Welcome, Dustin. Mike Torrance, hey, good people. It's always good to see you, Mike. Brian Anderson, let's mop the oil stains. I liked it. I like it. Brian Anderson in the chat. Nice to see you, brother. And then Big Hog's like, if we win game 8, do we advance to the conference finals? Yeah. Actually, we get a free pass right to the Stanley Cup finals this year. It's a really strange new playoff format. So if we win tonight, we're into the Stanley Cup finals. Lamario Hockey, hey, welcome. Welcome, Lamario Hockey. I see you've got the Buffalo Sabres as your icon. Our cousins from the South came into the league in the same year, so nice to see you, Lamario. Hopefully you're enjoying your evening. I haven't seen you before, so welcome to the stream. Our overall overarching mod, Drew Richards, is in the chat. Watch out, he's the one who's going to be handing out the band hammers. Drew Richards, welcome to the chat. Big Hogs, always happy to see Drew. Canucks Fan 94 said, would you possibly allow fans to come on during one of the intermissions so they can give their thoughts on the game and the Canucks in general? Yes, Canucks Fan 94, that is actually something we're working on. If you want to come onto the show, Mr. Canucks Fan 94, check out my email address, which is listed in my YouTube profile, but I'll throw it in chat here for you. So if you do want to shoot me an email and you want to come onto the show to comment, just send me an email. We'll set things up. Here it is. So anyone, this goes for everyone too. If you guys want to be a part of the Nothing is Perfect stream, just hit up this this email address. This is the email address for Nothing is Perfect. So Canucks fan 94, here it is for you. Canucks, it's Nothing is Perfect YouTube YT@gmail.com. So if you do want to get involved, shoot me an email and we'll set things up. Should be really, really fun. Connor Cahill in the chat. Nice to see you, brother. Let's be real here. Who's more excited for Jakey's after hours with his daddy Louie than the actual game? I know I am. Yeah, that'll actually be really, really fun. So Jake DeBrusk's father is a broadcaster, former NHLer as well. So he will actually be interviewing his son on Hockey Night in Canada, which will be very, very cool. A little wholesome moment there for the game tonight. Big Max, happy to see Drewski. And Mike is still asking, where in the world is Fuji San Diego? Where in the world is Fuji San Diego? Some kids might be old enough to remember that, White Torrance. Let's see. I think it was Hachiko during the stream on Thursday night said, justice for Fuji. Justice for Fuji. Brian Anderson, Jake with 3. So Brian Anderson's calling for the hat trick for Jake DeBrusk. Be a good talking point for him with his dad tonight. Drew Richards, hey Mac, hey Hog. Mike Torrance says 6-3 lose, but go Canucks. So Mike Torrance is calling for the Canucks loss. Wild. Thomas in the chat. Welcome, Thomas. I don't know if we've had you before. Welcome to Nothing is Perfect. We're going to be watching the Canucks versus the Edmonton Oilers tonight together. So make sure you're live in the chat, having a good time. Lots of good people in here. Hachiko. And Hachiko's like, silence, Mike. Connor Cahill. Brady Tkachuk just signed Jim Montgomery PIP. Just signed it, eh? That's pretty cool. And Big Hog's like, oh, let's go. Coconuts glow. Coconuts glow. Snicker Snatcher in the chat. Yo, boys. Let's go, Canucks. Send the Coilers to the losing circle. I like to see it. Jason Negra. Welcome back, Jason. Always nice to have you, brother. The game is starting at 7 o'clock, so we're coming up pretty quick. Which reminds me, let's hop on over to the stats that you want, but you don't really need, because they're lots of fun. So what we're looking at first here is the Vancouver Canucks record overall on Saturdays. They have an overall record of 368 and 370. So 2 games below 500 on Saturday nights on Hockey Night in Canada. So we're looking to get that closer. We'll come out at 369 and 370. They're also a minus 169 on Saturday night, so we got to improve on that as well. If we're looking at over here, November 9th, they have played 24 times, so not as much as some of the other nights that they've played. I don't know, we might want to skip this stat. November 9th, the Vancouver Canucks are 5-16. Oof, that's a rough stat. That is a rough stat. And in their entire history, they've only played at home 8 times on November the 9th. So they are 1-4 at home with 2 overtime losses. So we're looking to get closer to 500 here. Make that 2-4 tonight. Oh, well, let's not even talk about the away because that's even worse. Canucks and Oilers have played 269 times in the regular season. The Canucks have 113 wins and 122 losses. We all have to remember the Canucks were kind of a tasty treat for the Edmonton Oilers during the Gretzky era. But having said that, despite the fact that they are quite a bit below 500 here, 9 games below 500 against the Oilers overall, they do have a winning record at home against the Oilers with 62-53. So let's look to add to that as well, having played 134 games. Here's where things get a little sad because obviously Brock Besser has been announced that he will not be in the game tonight after getting that headshot. This is something we'll talk about with Dustin during the first intermission, getting an update because if you haven't heard already, Tanner Jeannot has been suspended for 3 games. But having said that, the Vancouver Canucks #1 scorer against the Oilers in history that currently play on the team, Brock Besser has 16 goals in 31 games and 27 points in 31 games. We're going to gloss that over a little bit because unfortunately Besser's not in tonight. I believe JT Miller is the next one on this list, so JT Miller's still playing. And then not a real big surprise here. I thought maybe Draisaitl squeaks into this column, but the Oilers' current leading scorer versus the Canucks, McDavid, with 23 goals in 40 games and 41 assists in 40 games, giving him a big 64 points in 40 games. So, almost 1.5, over 1.5 points per game for McDavid against the Canucks. So let's hop on over and look at Brendan Batchelor. Starting off, the Vancouver Canucks tweeted out earlier that Alvin had called up Niels Ahmann and Arshdeep Bains from Abbotsford. So they have come up to the NHL level and have immediately been put on the roster. So we'll have a look at that as well. Here it is, the Saturday morning skate posted by play-by-play man Brendan Batchelor. Suter has actually been bumped up to the line with Garland and Miller with the absence of Besser. Hoglander is now playing on a line with Pettersson and DeBrusk. The third line of Bluger, Sherwood, and Heinen remains the same. And then this Ratu, the only guy who was playing last game, is now centering Ahmann and Bains. So you actually have two centers on that line. As well, we have Hughes and Hronek, Soucy and Myers, and Brandstrom and Desharnais as they were last game. Joshua and Juleson were the extras. And the other good news, doesn't really say it here, but all three goalies were on the ice. So that means that we had Shilovs and Blankinen and Demko on the ice today. So as well, meaning hopefully we're getting Demko back in the near future. Now back over to the feed. For those who are asking, Brock Besser is not on the ice for the morning skate. We will talk it once they're off. Yep. And then this is the other one I wanted to talk about. So Bains and Alman getting called up, and everyone's like, where is Lekkerimäki? Because Lekkerimäki seems like the good choice to be bringing up for this situation to replace Besser. Unfortunately, it looks like Lekkerimäki tweaked something, and the Abbotsford Canucks will be playing tonight. Lekkerimäki is probably not playing in Abbey tonight, so we'll talk a little bit more with Dustin in the first intermission about that. We didn't get a new timeline for Demko, and hopefully Joshua Tocchet was saying today will be playing on this homestand. So we've got a 6-game homestand here, so hopefully we see Joshua. And then, of course, Besser still being evaluated for an upper body injury, but won't play tonight. Upper body injury classic, right? We all know it was probably a concussion. And then here is the lines for the Oilers, which we're not as excited about, but we'll still look at. We got the top line, McDavid centering Skinner and Hyman. You got Podkolzin, former Canuck. I still already miss him playing with Draisaitl and Arvidsson. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with Henrique and Brown. Ryan with Janmark and Perry, and then Ekholm, Bouchard, Nurse, Stetcher, another former Canuck playing tonight. And then, as I say, it looks like Skinner will be starting tonight for the Edmonton Oilers as well. And then let's see if there's no, he has not. Oh, so this is a new one. So this is an update. So Bains has actually been scratched. So Bains will not be playing tonight. This is just coming in just 8 minutes ago. So this is last minute news here. So it looks like the Canucks will be going with 7 defensemen. So during the warm-up, they actually had Desharnais and Juleson both playing in the warm-up. So Bains is scratched per NHL media site. Interesting. So I wonder if we'll maybe get an update during the broadcast on why Bains is not in tonight. Now let's have a quick look. Oh, as well, if you didn't see it already, the Canucks will be wearing the black skate jersey tonight, which is absolutely sick. We love that jersey. It was voted #1 in our poll last stream. Looking at the stats in the last 5 games, Leon Draisaitl leading the way for the Oilers with 6 points. Zach Hyman with the most goals with 3 goals. Darnell Nurse actually showing some offensive upside with 4 assists in his last 5 games. Quinn Hughes leading the way as the captain, 8 points in his last 5 games. Jake DeBrusk leading the Canucks in goals for the last 3 games, scoring each one of them 1 goal per game, which is absolutely great. And then Quinn Hughes with 6 assists. So that's pretty wild. Getting his 300th assist of his career, which was great. It's like my stream deck has just gone to hell. Let's just close that and reopen it again. I don't really need it, but it does make things a little easier. Let's see if we can get this to work. Huh. Oh, we might be a SOL with that thing. All right. Quickly looking over the season series. So tonight is the first game, November 9th. They don't play again until January. And then they play again, actually really, really close, January 18th and January 23rd. So not a pretty big gap between the first game and the second two games. And then stats. Woo! This is one you don't expect. The Edmonton Oilers power play right now is 27th in the league, only at 14%, which is brutal. And their penalty kill is the worst in the entire NHL. So that's something to have a look at, because I think that might be one of the reasons why the Oilers are where they're at right now in the standings. 27th power play and 32nd. They've killed less than 60% of the power plays that they've faced, which is absolutely wild. And then the Canucks coming in at 17th, so hanging around in the middle of the pack. They did end up getting a power play goal last game, coming in at just under 18%. Penalty kill looking good. Top 10 in the league, coming in at 9th, 84%. Face-off wise, the Oilers have been really, really good at 54% in the face-off dot. Canucks have been doing pretty good as well, 9th, 51.6%. Watch for Ratu tonight. He does the flip and his stick over. But I guess with Alman in the lineup, playing on his line, you might see them share face-off duties. But what was it last game? I think Ratu had a 70% save percentage, 70% in the face-off dot, which is great. Edmonton with the 30th worst goals for in the league right now at 2.36, and the 22nd worst goals against per game at 3.21. Canucks coming in 15th, right in the middle of the league at 3.25 per game. Defensively looking pretty good at just under 3 goals against per game, coming in at 8. So that's good to see. And if we're looking just over here, the Oilers in the last 10 games are 5-4-1. The Canucks are 7-2-1. I think that's it. I think that's everything you need to know from this page. So we'll come back here as the game goes on. We'll watch some of the things, the goal simulations that they like to do. Back to the bar. All right, let's go back and see who else is in chat here. Yeah, Jason's in the chat. Big Hog Desharnais is going to light it up on his former team. Yeah, Desharnais, former Edmonton Oiler, playing against his former teams. Good to see. Big Hog Hockey Mike, we don't need that energy. Jason says, you too, bro. Snicker Snatchers, happy to see Drew. Jason Negra, I'm saying DeBrusque will clutch for us. Yep. Yeah, and Paragolf Pro. Oh, now this thing's doing weird stuff too. Huh. Yeah, it's doing the same thing I did last game. I feel like So Jason, you're stuck on the screen right now. You guys aren't seeing any of that. Hang on, let's try and fix this here. Quickly. Technical errors. See if we can get this fixed before the game gets started here. Hello? Huh. Looks like my computer's having difficulties. Hopefully I'm still streaming. Can anyone confirm that I'm still streaming? Okay, let's see if I'll get this quickly fixed for you guys before we get started. Yeah, it looks like we'll be all right. Okay, I think this should have it fixed here. We're doing things on stream. Yeah, everyone's saying that they can. Yeah, there it is. You only scream when you sing. Okay, cool. Everything's working again. There we go. Okay, sorry, I lost all the chat that I missed, but we're about to get underway here, so we got everything back up and running, so that's good. I'll let you guys know when the puck drops here, and then I'll give you a quick countdown to make sure everyone's all synced up. I'm Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. Gary Wiseman in the chat. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. And the puck has been dropped. 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50. We're underway in Vancouver. Quinn Hughes getting the puck out. Yeah, it should be interesting because now that they only have 11 forwards in the lineup, there's going to be some juggling. You might see some of these forwards getting a chance, or some of these defensemen getting a chance to play forward, so that should be interesting. Looks like we had an offside. Puck goes out of play. Lankinen breakdancing in warm-up. Rome in the chat. Nice to see you, Rome. Bouchard with a shot. That's deflected. Lankinen makes a save. Welcome, Rome. Always good to see you. Uh-oh. Quinn Hughes is ruining his chances of getting the Lady Bing. See how it goes. Huh. Quinn Hughes getting the hug on Mr. Connor McDavid. So it looks like Captain Oh My Captain puts his team down. Edmonton goes to the power play, which, like I said, they have not been playing great this year on the power play, but that can't last, right? What were they, 40% in the playoffs last year on the power play? Canucks win the faceoff, clear the puck down the ice. Oh my goodness, the scoreboard is tweaking out on Sportsnet. What is happening? It's busted. It makes me feel good. Rum says, hey, Big Mac, Gary, nothing is perfect. Good to be seen, thanks. Yeah, always good to see you, brother. Snicker Sanchez. So what's going on with Big Mac on Thursday? So Snicker, you and Big Mac got to chat because Big Mac's got a plan. You're going to be involved as well on Thursday. So make sure you reach out to Big Mac to find out what's going on. Major Tao in the chat. Nice to see you, Major. Always good to see you. Yeah, the scoreboard has been taken off because they need to fix it. The overlays can be difficult, let me tell you. Connor Garland taken down. How is that not a penalty? Draisaitl puts it through the crease. "43 seconds left to go on the power play. Draisaitl on the half boards. Oh yeah, the scoreboard's freaking out still. The shots look like a slot machine. What's going on? Major's calling it. Quinn the Enforcer. Rome says, hello, Major Tile. Liked your segment the other night live from the games. Very cool, right? Yeah, so like I said tonight, during the second intermission, we're going to have my Mo Bro, Mike Saunders. There is a link down in the chat or in the description if you want to donate to his Movember page, as it is Movember and he's growing a mustache. Draisaitl scores. Relentless pressure from the Edmonton Oilers, and they end up scoring. But we don't know if it's on the power play because there was no clock. Can anyone tell me, was that a power play goal? Busted, Sportsnet. What's your deal, man? Huh, Gary's like, my prediction is Sprong won't score tonight. McDavid drives to the net. Draisaitl all alone on the side of the net and manages to scoop it in. Pretty much a wide open cage. Lankinen with no chance. What do you do in that situation? You got McDavid on one side. You got Draisaitl on the other. That's a tough task. So Oilers scoring early on the power play. Or not. Can't tell. So it was not a... Thank you, Shorty, for updating us. That was not a power play goal. Looks like the power play had just expired. Drew's like, too soon. I missprung already. Major says, Rome, thanks, homie. You know, we go live lo-fi, yeah. Is that on Thursday? I thought it was 17th at Nashville. I thought it was this Thursday coming up. Oh, we'll check. We'll chat. We'll figure it out. Yeah, Canucks fan 94. Looks like the Sportsnet scoreboard is having a seizure, yeah. Heinen with a shot. Skinner with a glove save. Canucks turning the puck back up the ice. I'm going to bring up the... Let's see. Right now, I cannot tell you how much time is left in the game, so I'm going to pull up the NHL website to see if we can get an approximate time for you while Sportsnet figures out their nonsense here. Ryan getting tossed out of the face-off circle. Ratu taking the draw. Shots are 5-1. There it is. It's back. 16:22 left to go in the first period. Edmonton leads 1-0. Ratu getting tossed out of the draw. Amon coming in to take the draw. He's also a center, so hopefully he can do all right. Major Tow's calling a 3-point night for Hughes. You got DeBrusque, Amon, and Ratu out there right now, probably as a result of just the penalty kill. Oh, the most Trevor Linden number you can get. 16:16 left to go in the first period. Yeah, DeBrusque to the middle. Ratu gets a shot off, but the Edmonton defenseman gets a stick on it. Puck goes out of play. Big Max says, I'm down for another thing as well. Had a topic of injuries in the NHL like the one on Besser. Yeah. Yeah, Gary, you're right. Sportsnet can't get anything right this season. Major's reminding everyone, Hachiko and I were at the game in LA. Yeah, shot clock is spazzing out. But it looks like they've got it working now. Yeah, Draisaitl. Boo, Draisaitl. Boo, Draisaitl. See if we can get some Canucks action here. Pass out of the zone. Nobody got it. Now Edmonton comes back in, but they're offside. We got Perry and McDavid out together, so maybe they are doing some line juggling as well. Yeah, Major Tau. He's going to get 3 tonight. Pachiko, a certain someone was cheering for the Kings last game. What? What? You've been outed, Major Tau. Admitting it live on the stream. The Kings are your number 2. Well, yeah, when you're on this stream, the Canucks are your only team. All right, Tau? I'll have to cut your salary. Mike Torrance. Vancouver wins a lot when scored on first. Yeah, Rome. True, too often for my liking. Cardiac kids. Got the McDavid line out again. Against Suter, Miller, and Garland. Yeah, who knows what this lineup? It's going to be changing all over the place. I don't think we've seen a defenseman on a forward line yet, but you got to think it's going to happen at some point. Susie intercepts the puck. Oh yeah, remember Susie? You see it every day when I start my stream. Susie cross-checking McDavid in the face, so see if McDavid feels like getting some retribution. Susie with a good poke. Puck to the front of the net. Now we got DeBrusque out with Pettersson and Hoglander, so that's a real line. Juleson out with Hughes. Pettersson digging, gets it. Hoglander can't get a shot off. Hughes shoots, but it's blocked, has to take the puck out to center, pursued by Draisaitl. Nice little pick there. Pettersson holds. Hughes shoots, Skinner with a save. Pettersson recovers. Canucks get the puck down low to Hoglander. Now Sherwood's out. They're changing lines. Brandstrom's out now with Husey. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep our eyes open because there are some wild line combinations happening tonight. Bluger gets it up to Sherwood. Sherwood rips it into the zone. Oh, look who it is. Zoe, anyone who drinks is not wise. Proverbs 20:20. We're getting Bible quotes from Zoe tonight. Welcome to the chat, Zoe. Always good to see ya. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so after the power play got killed off, but they got scored on anyways, Canucks have had a good pushback shift here. So trying to turn the momentum, get the crowd back into the game. Ratu into the zone. Oh, almost gets the puck out to Miller. Canucks get JT Miller gets hooked by Draisaitl. And Draisaitl gets to the puck first. That subtle hook. Kind of like that subtle pick they threw earlier. Gary says, Major takes 2 jerseys to the game and wears whichever team's winning. It's like that meme of Homer Simpson, right? Where he just disappears into the bushes. Hughes puts the puck down low to Petey. Petey throws a reverse hit. Hronek with a shot, but Skinner sees the puck all the way and makes an easy glove save on that shot. Major Tao saying, Canucks get 6 unanswered. I'm down. I'm down. Gary Wiseman, not if he kicks you out first. Laugh out loud. That's funny. Has Big Hog Hockey been silenced? No, I don't think so. Oh, here's another new person. Fan on Renfrew 7071. Watching our Nucks since year 1. That's very, very cool. So what is that? 50 something years of pain? Welcome to the stream, Fan on Renfrew 7071. Good to see you. Is there no audio? You guys can't hear me? Hello, testing. Okay, so somebody else. Snicker saying no audio. So yeah, Snicker, it looks like it's on your end, not on mine. So you might want to just restart your stream. But yeah, Big Mac and Snicker Snatcher, you're both sitting beside each other, so after some early technical difficulties, it looks like it's not my problem. So yeah, Snicker Snatcher and Big Mac, make sure you just reset the stream. You'll probably get the audio back then. So, Fan on Renfrew, I have a question for you. So you've watched all 3 Stanley Cup finals the Canucks have been in. What was your favorite of the 3? This is a specific question for you, Mr. Fan. If you had to pick a favorite button or a favorite Stanley Cup finals, which one was it? Because you saw them all. You're the only one here, I think, who's seen all 3 Stanley Cup finals. Drew says, woof, nice look for Hughes. Big Hog says, nah, still here. Nah, he's still here. Major says, Gary, it's nice when you can't lose. Yep. And Gary's like, Major says, the chat will be lively when PD scores 2. Hoglander intercepts the puck in the offensive zone. He's working the blue line. Puck gets down low, but no Canucks there to retrieve it. All right, so Fan on Renfrew, 94, so fun. My students made a huge aluminum foil Stanley Cup. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Yeah, 94 was my first Cup final. I was 10, so I would have been happy to help your students make a Stanley Cup out of tinfoil. That sounds like a lot of fun. Gary says, joke aside, audio has been totally fine and uninterrupted on mine. Russ is following the Sportsnet implementation of geo restrictions. Yeah, I'm going to start. Anyone who isn't from British Columbia, you're going to get blocked. No, I would never do that. We're here to provide for all Canucks fans all across the world. The Saints in the chat. Welcome back, the Saints. Looks like Lloyd wants to say hi to you. You going to make him a drink this time, Lloyd? I don't know if he's going to make you a drink, the Saints. Welcome back. Suter out to center. Gently puts the puck into the Edmonton zone. Miller shoots the puck wide and it goes up the glass and out of play. Zoe says NASCAR just got an overnight race in Phoenix. That's wild. Zoe says, you always make me laugh, Russ. I'm glad I can make you laugh, Zoe. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the yucks. I'm here for the nucks. We're here to have fun. Oh, yeah. Rome says, take a shot every time Pettersson scores. You'll be kind of dry this season. He's getting more shots lately, Rome. But yeah, you're right. You're not going to... So far this season, you wouldn't get drunk off that drinking game. Yeah, that's so weird, man. In and out. Jay in the chat. McDavid was hit from behind. That's why Susie cross-check went to his face. Yeah, that is true, yeah. Susie didn't mean to cross-check McDavid in the face. Zadorov came in and gave him a shove from behind, which made Susie cross-check him in the face. Canucks fan 94. I'll take a shot every time he doesn't. Rip my liver. Yeah, every time PD holds and passes instead of shooting, you'll take a shot and then you'll be done for surezies. Oh, Rome, you've seen all three too. Hand pass. So the puck is coming out. Rome says you've seen all three. That's cool. And your favorite as well was 94. Yeah. 94 was a rush. I mean, I was 10, right? So I remember bits and pieces. I definitely remember Game 7. That was, we had a big old house party at one of our family friends. Oh, yeah, a little hand pass right from the face-off dot. So that'll bring it outside the Oilers blue line. Big Hog says, no one can take me out. Zoe says, jealousy as cruel as death with a pumpkin head. Gary says, I was 1 in 94, so the 11 run is the only one I can remember. You're very wise for your age there, Gary. You're a wise man. Oilers controlling in the Canucks zone. 10:48 left. 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40. Gary says, I'll be alive when we win the cup this year, though. And Dave Saint's just like, I need a drink, Lloyd. Hit me up, brah. And Lloyd's just like, I don't know. What does Lloyd say? I feel like he would just make creepy noises, right? Chico, I was minus 10 in 1994. Not even a glimmer in your father's eyes. Puck to the net. Kind of flipped it on net, hoping for maybe a tip. So now we got Ratu Suter. Offside. McDavid getting another shot from Jules or from Susie. McDavid coming in offside. Susie gives him a little shot. You'll love to see it. Hachiko, the wee one. Rahab is the one who sits still, Lloyd. Major Taz like, beer time to Saints. Ban on Renfrew says, we drove downtown in my orange Beetle and it was fine. Then I left, so riot number 1 was all my fault. So did your orange Beetle get all wrecked up in the riot? Jay's asking who won. Denny Hamlin? I think this is the NASCAR race, right? Big Mac back online. There you go. Reset the thing. That's always if you have any technical issues, they always ask, "Have you reset the unit yet, sir?" And now they've reset the unit. Everything's good. The Saint says, "Hitting the wine, brah." Gary says, "Does an orange beetle qualify for punches?" Pithy orange beetle. Solange. Don't go anywhere with an angry man. Ha! Major can't have any wine yet. In the car, probably have to wait till later. And then Jay's updating us on the NASCAR race. Jason Allgaier, lame. So I guess you're not a Justin Allgaier fan there, Jay. Gary, Russ, your presence seems to attract resident YouTube alcoholics. Well, funny story. I'm actually a bartender as my day job, so I wonder if that has anything to do with it. You can take the bar away from the bartender, but not the alcoholics away from the bartender. Calvin was 3. Welcome, Calvin. I don't think I've seen you so far tonight. Welcome back. Calvin was 3 in 1994. Zoe's saying, "Come on, Canucks." Major, crash your car if PD scores. No. Don't crash your car. That's a bad idea, Big Hog. You can't put that kind of idea into Major Tao's mind. He's a very impressionable young man. Drew's like, "Power cycle for the win." Lankinen gets a piece of it, even though it was going wide. Canucks change it up. I think we've almost seen a new line every single time they've come over the boards. Big Hog says, "That's a win-win." Chaos Giraffe, beers, and happiness from Major Tao. The Saints 94, I was dragging a Leafs jersey behind my Z24 on a rope. So you're the reason we ended up beating the Leafs, eh? Connor Garland. Oh, trying to get out front. Can't get it to go. Husey. Shot to the front. Stopped in front. Couldn't get to the net. Almost another hand pass, but not quite. Oilers put the puck in deep. So DeSaints is around for 94 as well, and old enough to drive a car, so. Rome says, Gary Wiseman, that bar behind Russ must be the attraction. Yeah. Got a little bit of something for everyone. I think there's a lot of tequila behind me and some Pepsi that some people don't like, so I'll just sit in front of the Pepsi again. It's good to have my straight vodka too. I don't know if I'd be able to function without my straight vodka. Calvin just wants some homemade chicken bowls. Homemade chicken bowls. Zoe says, don't be like the pharaoh that cursed his own son. Podkolzin with a shot. Lankinen with a save. Yeah, Podkolzin does have a good shot. Anon Renfrew's asking, do you think Baines was scratched due to a possible trade? I wonder if he was scratched. I wonder, yeah, I mean, it is possible. Maybe they brought him up to the NHL as some kind of trade bait. But I don't know. I don't know if he's on the trading block right now. I still think the Canucks want to develop him. I think they see something there. I wonder if it has anything to do with maybe salary cap or something like that. I don't know if that's possible. Be interesting to see. We'll have to wait and see. I'm sure during the intermission, we'll probably get some kind of update from the panel. on what the heck's going on. Gary Wiseman smoking chicken out of a bong. The Saints 2010, I was in Miami watching my Saints win the Super Bowl, brah. So DeSaints is a Saints fan. DeSaints, can you forgive me if I tell you that I am a 49ers fan? And if that upsets you, just remember that my team has been getting ravaged by a lot of injuries this year, so hopefully that makes you feel a little better. Lankinen with a glove save. 6:09 left to go in the first period. Major Tau. So DeBrusque for the opening goal, then Ratu, and then 2 for Petey. So yeah, maybe... Who do we think is going to score the first Canucks goal, everyone? Fan or from no damage from 94 on the 74 Beetle, but my damages from a few shenanigans. But many damages from a few shenanigans. So they were self-inflicted wounds. It's not like your car got flipped during the ride or something like that, fan. Jay says no, stopped watching NASCAR for the most part shortly after the Intimidator Dale Earnhardt Jr. Sr. died. Yeah, that was a tough one. Calvin is got the chicken in the bong. Hachiko would want everyone to know that Pepsi is greater than Coke. And DeSaints like, I'm old, brah. Oh, when the Saints, oh, when the Saints, oh, when the Saints go marching in, you better have some alcoholic beverage when the Saints go marching in. He's got a nice right cross, too. Jay, Tony Stewart fan, met him. Gary's like, probably got a late scratch because he was stuck on the Highway 1 traffic from Abbey to Van. That's very possible. That is a bad part of the number 1. So I was hoping for a hit to the net. Gary, very plausible, says Drewski. Zoe wants the Canucks to score. See if they can. Garland takes it. Garland looks like he was thinking about going for a change, but ends up getting into the play. Hughes loses the puck. Brown causing the Canucks fits in their own zone. Myers fans on a pass. Heinen collects the puck back after a good stick lift. Myers just dumps it behind the net. I thought for sure that was offside. Jay saying, so did my mom with her ex in 2009 while down in Atlanta visiting her sister. Lankinen covers the puck to give the Canucks a break for a second. Big Hog says that Lankinen's going to be the first one to score. I'd love to see it. One of these days, you're going to be right, Big Hog. Rome says Suter for the first goal. Zoe thinks that Plumbus is going to be scored the first goal. Snicker says, anyone hear about the Sprong trade? Yep. Kind of out of nowhere. So we'll be chatting with Dustin in the first intermission coming up about the Sprong trade. Jay says she brought back an autographed baseball. Very cool. Gary Wiseman's like, Sprong? Never heard him. Who does he play for? He's actually a player that plays for the Seattle Kraken. The Saints says Met Stewart at home. Depot, Vancouver, 2005. Hush Hush autograph session. 3 days later, he won the Brickyard 400 at the Indy. Very cool. Gary says, spring, sprang, sprung, did not last very long. Spring, sprang, sprung, did not last very long. Got a remix version of that, eh? Rome says, yeah, nice move for the future considerations at Snicker Snatcher. Yeah, future considerations is always a weird one because I feel like it doesn't actually ever turn into anything. Future considerations. What does that even mean? Rome says, can't wait to see Future Considerations play. Yeah, I've heard Future Considerations has got a really good slap shot and is 6'8" and 250 pounds and is one of the fastest skaters in the league right now. So Future Considerations, we actually got a real steal off of that. Demko on the ice. Good to see. Oh, yeah. Drew's pointing out Future Considerations as a wicked wrister as well. Big Hog. Yeah, I've heard Future Considerations, I've heard is really good. Gary says, Considerations is a long name. Gonna struggle to fit that on the t-shirt. Yeah. It's gonna be like shoulder to shoulder. 2-on-1 for the Canucks. Hoglander with a drag and then gets a shot off. Manages to do a nice little toe drag and gets a shot off. Skinner fights it off but makes the save. KJ, welcome back, KJ. I don't think I've seen you so far tonight. Welcome back, KJ. Always good to see you. Sprong speed will be missed, but he didn't play D. Yeah. And that's what Rick Tocchet said today with regards to the trade, is that Sprong needs to have top 6 minutes, but he didn't have a spot in the top 6 for him because he doesn't play defense or has struggled to. He was looking not too bad, but... Oh, puck right out in front. Desharnais and Soucy out together now. Puck down low, but no Canucks there to collect it. Hoglander working hard on the forecheck. So you got DeBrusk, Hoglander, and Petey out, which is a line that we actually saw to start the night. Ha! Rome says, Drew, I hope he fits under the cap. Not as long as his son, Future Considerations Jr. Oh! JT Miller tries to throw a reverse hit, misses, and falls down. That was kind of funny. Major Tao says, I feel like the GM likes to move players around, keep you on your toes. Mm-hmm. Yep. You're going to have a hard time picking what jersey you want to buy because you never know if there's something going to be traded. Drew likes to point out that Past Considerations was actually a legend. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Past Considerations. I thought that they would end up passing Gretzky for the all-time records, but Past Considerations didn't quite make it. Ha! Hachiko says, I am Future Considerations. You are Future Considerations. You're going to save the world. Hachiko for president. Hachiko for president. We'll have the first hockey-loving president in the White House. Just under 2 minutes left to go in the period. Sherwood comes back, collects the puck back to Mr. Myers. Brandstrom takes a second, lets his team get the change on. Yeah, Big Hog likes the uni on Demko. It's the practice jersey. Oh, JT Miller can't quite control the puck. Heinen's Soucy is battling on the sideboards, working hard. Heinen there too. Bluger covering for Soucy. Oh, that was very dangerous. That was almost an odd man rush, but the Canucks did well to get a stick on the pass. Desharnais in his own zone up the boards. Tips it in. Less than a minute left to go in the period. Maybe an offside. Was that an icing? Might have been an icing. Is that an icing? We're not making cake out here, Canucks. Come on. Learn the rules, Canucks. You're going to win games if you don't know the rules. Forgive me if it wasn't offside. Getting a little too aggressive on it. 56.9 seconds left. Face off in the Canucks zone. got the loaded up Draisaitl McDavid line out. Blueger loses the faceoff. DeBrusk blocks the pass from McDavid. Edmonton working their scissoring. Watch the Edmonton Oilers scissor all over the ice. Heinen scoops the puck down the ice. And he loses it. Breaks the rules. Ices the puck. Throw the book at him. Throw the book at him. Throw the book at him. Yeah, Teddy Blueger with a veteran move, trying to sneak off the ice for a sec. That's funny. You love to see it. Another face-off after an icing call in the Edmonton or in the Vancouver zone here. Blueger loses another face-off. Oh, look at that! That's a new feature. Check mark for Draisaitl. Oh, right out front. Oh my gosh, the puck's just sitting in front of Lankin and he had no idea where it was. Jake DeBrusk just whips it down the ice. Good weight on it too. No icing, 10 seconds left to go in the first period. Holy. It almost looked like one of the Canucks defensemen pushed it back to Lankinen, hoping that he would cover it, but he did not, and chaos ensued. Just wild. So we are now, let's not pull a Sportsnet. Let's update our I can't make fun of Sportsnet for their bad scoreboards if I don't keep mine up to date as well. So we're into the first intermission, and as we do on a very regular basis, we bring in the talented, the wonderful Mr. Dustin Boydell.
Good evening. Good evening.
How you going, brother?
Good. How are you, sir?
Good. Yeah. I mean, hate to see the first goal go in against the Canucks to start. I don't think I've got a confirmation. Was that a power play goal? Did they get credit for a power play goal?
It was not a power play goal.
Okay.
Hughes had just come back on the ice. He was trying to get back into the zone, and Draisaitl scored about 2 seconds after it expired. So
it's one of those situations there.
Yes.
So let's get into it then. Can you pick out some ups for us through that first period?
I think dominating the physical play, and 5-on-5. I think we're really getting more of the dangerous chances. I think since the Oilers had that power play goal, the Canucks have definitely had more of the quality scoring chances. We've kept them pretty much to the outside, not really getting a ton in on Lankinen. So I've liked that. Yeah, it's what a tight game though. Like it's just not much breathing room out there either way, 5-on-5. So hopefully we can get a power play here soon and maybe even things up early in the second.
Yeah, I mean that was the game plan talked about before the game, is that slowing down the Canucks or slowing down the Oilers, and you're seeing that. So they are doing that, and you're right. I think the Oilers ended up with about 4 shots on the power play. And so they actually didn't get many chances after that. Canucks did pick things up. What did you not like about the Canucks game?
It's a little bit sloppy on our breakouts in the neutral zone. I think we need to clean that up still. Our third line, our forechecking has been good. Petey's moving his feet really well tonight. I liked him on the forecheck on a couple of those shifts. We're out hitting them 14-2, so as long as we keep, I mean, most of that's Sherwood, so as long as we keep that going, I think we just got to keep driving the play. We're doing well. We got to move our feet. Hughes fell victim, obviously, to trying to keep pace with 97 there, and when you stop moving your feet, you're going to get called for a penalty. So another real down I didn't like was Oman's effort on the penalty kill there. He had a couple attempts on Draisaitl on the half wall to steal that puck and get it down the ice, and he just kind of panicked and didn't really make a good effort, and it led to him getting out of position there and Draisaitl being wide open for that rebound. So hopefully that doesn't happen again, and that gets tidied up because man, we get scored on first yet again. 7 games in a row now. What do you think we gotta do to break that trend, other than score first?
Yeah, no, that's the easy answer. Um, it seems like the Canucks have a difficult time causing themselves to react. So it's like they can react in a game, and we've seen that because they have been coming back in these games, but it seems like they don't have the ability to get up themselves. Like maybe it's the crowd's not into it, or maybe it is that first game back from the road trip, and I know they had a day off, but sometimes that can be difficult to get your legs moving. Tonight the example might be, hey, there's chaos going on. They had but it's one of those things. I think maybe we saw one game, I can't remember which ones, but Tocchet started the third line. And sometimes that's the best thing you do. You get the guys out there to throw a couple big hits. Is that something you think might help them?
Absolutely. I think we have talked about that specifically before. That third line just brings so much energy, and we see it again the way Bluger hustles in there to get the puck on the forecheck and Sherwood finishes every check, and Heinen's really starting to fit in now on that line. Like they are gelling very well. So why not start that line? I know you have your high paid players, but you can get them out for the next shift. It just brings that energy. There's a lot to be said about throwing a big hit in the first shift of the game. And when you have a guy on your team who's leading the league in hits, you might as well send him out there to get the team fired up.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, I think there's a whole bunch of different reasons why this season they have been able to, and I think it changes from game to game. But at the end of the day, they need to figure out, because it's great that they can come back, but it's not something that you want to be doing on a regular basis.
Yeah. And, of course, there's no penalty call when McDavid trips a guy on our penalty kill right in front of the ref, because that's just the way it goes. It's got to have Tocchet ripping his hair out if he had any. So,
Yeah, I mean, that's probably why he doesn't have any. He's been coaching too many years now. So
exactly.
let's talk about, obviously we talked about Brock Besser not in the game. It's been announced he's out indefinitely, which means they don't really know what's going on. Tocchet said it could be 24 hours. It could be week to week. Who knows what's going to go on? We got to wait to see him assessed. But the announcement did come down. Tanner Jeannot has been suspended for 3 games. Did you like the suspension? Was it too long? Was it not long enough? What'd you think?
When it initially happened, you and I talked about, I figured a 3 to 4 game suspension, just given the history of the Department of Player Safety.
Mm-hmm.
They're so inconsistent. You never really know what they're going to do. Plus, Jeannot's not a repeat offender. This is his first suspension, so I'm not surprised there was less than 5 games. Obviously, you hope the best for Brock. They have it listed as an upper body injury, but we all know it's a concussion.
Yeah.
So, obviously, we want him to take his time. We want the team to take their time, get all the necessary testing done, make sure that he's 100% before he comes back, because there's nothing worse than seeing a guy struggle in and out of the lineup with concussion issues. We've seen that many times before with former players. Recently, Michael Furland, he struggled with that sort of issue. So hopefully Brock can get some rest and get back in the lineup soon. But obviously his health is number one priority.
Yeah, and it seems like after the whole Tanner Pearson thing that we didn't really get the full the Canucks organization. I feel like in the since that the Canucks have been doing their best to take their time. You've seen it with Demko, you've seen it with Dakota Joshua. Nobody's getting rushed back in the lineup. We want to make sure that this team is healthy, and so Brock Besser is going to get the same treatment.
Yeah, and we're finding ways to win, so there's no reason to rush anyone into the lineup.
Right.
If we were losing all these games and the house was burning down, then yeah, we'd probably be a little more antsy to get these guys in the lineup and get guys playing. But we've been afforded the luxury of Lankinen playing his lights out, and we just need to keep rolling with it.
So out of the blue, nobody expected this one. Sprong traded for future considerations. Can you tell me anything about future considerations? The good skater, good shot. Like, can you tell me about him?
I mean, it's a great cap hit. Yeah. You get your bang for your buck. He doesn't take a lot of penalties. He's not going to score you a lot of goals, but hopefully he's good in the locker room.
Yeah, I hear that too. So Sprong wasn't really fitting in. I think Taka was talking a little bit about with the media today, saying Sprong needs a top 6 role, and he wasn't going to get that on this team. He wasn't comfortable putting him on the top 6. So I think if he does well in Seattle, then maybe you see those future considerations turned into maybe a late draft pick or something like that. But a lot of the time, these future considerations just poof off into nothing, especially if Sprong doesn't do well down in there. Do you think that's a good opportunity for Sprong in Seattle, because they have been really struggling and not really getting a lot of offense down there?
I think it's a great opportunity for him. I think this just shows the new maturity of our office and the way we want to handle players. Clearly a mutual parting of ways. The top 6 is starting to click, and he became expendable in a real hurry. Didn't fit the Tocchet system, and this regime has shown that if you don't fit, they'll trade you fast. So to make things work, but with that, it builds a bit of builds a trust between the bench and the office, which is something we've seen not necessarily have the best relationship before in the past.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen them kind of a lot of rumors about too much meddling from upstairs or things in that, but it's really nice to feel that it's a close relationship now together to bring in the pieces that are best for a full team fit.
Yeah, we always talk about like there's like the obvious corporate handshake or the gentleman's agreement, right? Where it's not, there's nothing on paper, but yeah, that's what I was hearing too, is that Sprong and the organization talked about it before the season, say, hey, sign super cheap for us. We're gonna try to find a spot for you, maybe even end up in the top 6, score a bunch of goals, and then in the offseason you sign for a bunch of money. So it works out for everyone. But if things aren't working out, we're going to find a spot for you on a team that is going to be able to give you those top 6 minutes. So it looks like that's what happened. And I think it'll work out for everyone at the end of the day.
Absolutely, and at the end of the day, it frees up a roster spot for a potential like Lekara Mackey call up. Holy Moses! And I also feel like another trade is on the horizon. It feels like Alvin's starting to get an idea of what we need. We had talked about kind of the 15 to 20 game mark where I figured he would start getting busy. He's shown that he doesn't waste any time and likes to get his pieces before everyone else is even knowing what's going on. So obviously, it's no secret that the Canucks are looking for another puck-moving defenseman, and I would expect another move from Alvin here coming soon. Something we did see happen today was Dante Fabro out of Nashville hitting the waiver wire, who kind of fits that bill of a puck-moving defenseman, but he brings with him a bit of a cap hit that would kind of damage that safety net that Alvin's been building for the trade deadline.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about a player like Fabro? Do you think he would be worth taking a shot at, or do you think there's better out there through a trade?
I think I don't know if he'd be a fit for this team. If you look back at his career overall, he's either been on the top pair with Yossi or he's been scratched from the game. And that screams inconsistent. And if the team is willing to waive him, I think it would be similar to a situation like they had with Sprong, where they can't necessarily trust him. So I don't know if the Canucks will go for it. Who knows? Chef Alvin, and we trust if he gets him, then I think he'll be a good fit. But who knows? I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, neither did I. Just wanted your take on it.
Yeah.
Obviously, he is a puck-moving defenseman, and he is out there.
But I think you said
Nashville's been struggling, so
it comes down to the cap hit. I think that's what it comes down to. I think he'd be too big of a cap hit. So we did see Amon and Baines get called up. We talked a little bit. Did you hear why Baines didn't end up playing tonight? Did we get any news on that yet?
Not sure. I believe he was morning skate taking line rushes with Ullman and Ratu, but I'm not sure if maybe it's an illness thing or if he tweaked something in warm up. I'm not sure what happened, but it was obviously a last minute change for him to be out of the lineup. So hopefully it's nothing too serious.
Yeah.
Because we're starting to kind of get that injury bug creeping up on us here in a hurry.
Yeah, and it was interesting too because obviously we've talked about it. Lecker-Mackey's been looking really good there, but it looks like Lecker-Mackey might have tweaked something down there in Abbotsford. So let's jump over and let's start talking about that because Abbey Canucks are playing tonight. Lecker-Mackey, is he in the lineup tonight? Do you know?
No, he is not in the lineup tonight. Yeah, we got the Baby Canucks versus the Baby Oilers. We're playing the Bakersfield Condors down the number one. We're coming off back-to-back losses, and they hope to clean up that defensive play. They kind of were sloppy in their last game where they lost 8-4. So they need to find some consistency with that. But yeah, Lecker-Mackey is slightly banged up. Alvin had mentioned it in a press conference earlier. And so with him mentioning him in his press conference, it kind of gave the speculation that had he been healthy, he might have been called up instead of Oman. And also another injury dealing with down there is Patera's still out with a lower body injury, and we haven't really got an update on him, what his status is, whether he's day-to-day or week-to-week, or if he's going to be out long-term. So there has not been any update on that. So Ty Young is backing up Tolopilo tonight. And the score after one is 1-0 for the Condors. They scored late in the first period. Abbotsford was doing a really good job of controlling the play until the last kind of 5 minutes. They fell off, and it was all Condors to the rest of the end of the period. Tolopilo probably would like to have the goal back. It was another one of those high blocker side ones that he's been giving up early this year. It seems to be one of the major weaknesses in his game still. He's doing a good job with his growth and his development. However, that high blocker does still need some work, and teams seem to take advantage of that quite often.
I mean, you see that in the modern NHL. There is so much video work, and there is no secrets anymore. It's not like back in the day before all these highlights where you'd have a new goalie coming in, and these teams would have absolutely no idea. I mean, it's like Shilov's, right? The book is out. Shoot through traffic, you're gonna get a good chance. So is that kind of what you're hearing? The book on Tolopilo is that blocker high side?
I think so. From what I've been watching, teams when he's in the net, they are keying on that shot side for sure, and he gets beaten quite often. So I don't know if he needs to just spend extra time taking specific shots on the blocker side, or what he needs to do. Maybe he needs a lighter stick or something. But he's definitely got that hole. And with the struggles they're having to shut down defensively, we can't be giving up any freebies. One positive note, defensively, the Abbotsford Canucks did kill off a 5-on-3 and give up no shots on that power play. So that was a huge kill for them and a big confidence boost. So hopefully they can even up the score here in the second and bring home the win. And we will obviously update that after the game.
Right. I don't know if you have the answer to this. I'm going to throw it at you though. With Amon, Baines, and Lecker-Mackey coming out of the lineup, do you know who they ended up inserting the lineup for them? Anyone of note?
Into the lineup, we have let's see here. Let me just bring it up. It looks like Cooper Walker drew into the lineup for probably Oman, and we have Akito Hirose is playing D tonight as well, and Christian Felton's in the lineup. Kudryavtsev's back in the lineup. Oh, Ty Glover is playing wing tonight as well, so he drew back into the lineup.
Cool.
So just a couple minor changes. Hopefully we can get more offense going here. It looks so far to be a lot of Condors coming into the second period. We're currently on the power play trying to even things up. So cool. We'll see how that goes.
We'll get the update in the post-game show, Dustin. Thanks for joining us, brother.
Thanks for having me. We'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon, brother. There it is. Dustin Boydell, the Rusty and Dusty Sideshow. You love to see it. Always good stuff with Dustin. Keeping us updated on Abby, getting some good insight on what's happening in the game so far tonight. So we're about to get going here. Puck's about to get dropped. That's wonderful timing. Really good timing, actually. We're getting better. We're doing things. Puck has been dropped. 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51. Game underway. Canucks look to answer back early. Controlling in the Oilers zone. Petey in the corner. We got Husey and Hronik on the point. Pedersen shot, but it goes wide. 90, almost just over 93 miles an hour. Oh, 93 kilometers an hour? Miles per hour. Suter with a shot. Skinner with a save. Suter drives the net, forcing Skinner to cover up that puck. Jacob Cozy in the chat. Welcome back, Jacob. And Joshua hates losing to the Oilers every time our roster ain't full. Witness protection program? Jacob says Ty Young looks promising. Yep, could be a good one. Looked really good at the Young Stars tournament earlier in Penticton. Major Tao, hey guys, I'm on audio only, still here. Major, still in the chat. Zoe says, I almost broke my knee 2 weeks ago and I am well now. Good to hear, Zoe. I'm glad you hear you're on the mend. Good to hear. Nobody wants a busted knee. Big Mac literally showing my buddy the Major Tao Hachiko interview right now. Yeah, the chaos that was the interview live from LA the other night. I'm gonna have a little short come out pretty quick here, with the chopped up version of it. Hachiko smiling away. Jacob Bresser doesn't suck. And Drew's like, I think he meant not having him in the lineup sucks. Yeah, it does suck not having Besser in the lineup. And Big Hog's like, oh, my bad. And Drew's like, because he definitely doesn't suck. Besser is a beast. So I was like, score! Sideshow. Lankinen with a save on a Bouchard shot. Suter in, holding on the half boards. Puts it down low, but not far enough. Oilers intercept and get the puck out. Canucks changing. Amon deflects the puck in low. Goes in on the forecheck. Oh, can somebody do me a favor and get the rule book for the Oilers? Taking an icing, that's ridiculous. Jay says, could it be possible Lecker-Mackey's dealing with the mono again still? Late again with the comment question. Sorry, Jay. I'll ask Dustin in the post-game show. Maybe he knows. Mono? Question mark. See if I can remember to ask Dustin about that in the post-game show. Oh, there it is. I don't even have to. Paragolf Pro. Not sure, Jay. Didn't sound like he would be out long-term from Alvain's update. That's good to hear. So probably not mono. Probably just tweak something. But it could be related, you know, with your body coming from sickness, recovering. Sometimes those injuries can happen a little more easily. Why the heck is that icing? He literally didn't skate hard enough to get that. I think we need to just change the referees' jerseys and give them the ones they deserve to be wearing, which is the Oilers jersey, because that's what it feels like so far tonight. Ha, the Saints. Where's that dog, Dobby? He's right here. Tubby, come here. Come to your father. Come here. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, yes. Here he is. Give me a kiss. Yes. Isn't he sweet? He's such a nice boy. Do you have anything you want to say to the people, Dauber? Oh, no. The Oilers scored while Dobby was on screen. Are you bad luck, Dobby? Oh, no. Come on, Dobby. You can't do that kind of thing. You can't let the Oilers score. That's rude. You can't let them score. There's your Dobby for the night. Oh, there you go, puppy. He's going to go have a nap now. He's a sleepy boy. Or he's going to sit there and stare at me. Unfortunate. Wow. Just the defensive breakdown. Perry's all alone in front. Brandstrom and Juleson on the ice. Oh, that is not the defensive pair that you want out there right now. Jake wants another sink. Well, once the Sportsnet people figure out their scoreboard, I'll give you a sink. Why is this? There we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. There's your sink, buddy. Susie shot blocked. Susie getting all wrapped up with Henrique. Why are they so upset with each other? They're so angry. Jackals Doobie. Dobby. At Nothing is Perfect, I'm going to get a headpiece for future considerations and interviews. I'll be in the Vegas game on the 19th of December. Yeah. So Major Tao is going to upgrade his headset, and then he'll be able to hear us better next time we have him on when he's at the game in December against Vegas. So that'll be fun. But remember, tonight during the second intermission, we're going to bring my buddy on, Michael Saunders, and Chef Zach. And they're going to come on during the second intermission live from Rogers Arena. As well, Movember is happening. There's a link down in the description if you are feeling like donating to the cause. Movember. Michael Saunders, my buddy, is growing a mustache, a little caterpillar on his upper lip. And he will be joining us in the second intermission live from Rogers Arena. Snicker wants to throw a wrench. Rusty's worst nightmare. You should make an animation for the icing where my head just like explodes, right? An animation icing. I think we're going to add I think I'm going to create a custom emoji for the channel. So you'll be able to put the rule book in the chat to throw at the players. KJ's like fudge. Drew's happy to see Dobby. Big Mac's happy to see Dobby. Snicker Snatcher's happy to see Dobby. My mom's in the chat. Wendy Gorner also happy to see Dobby. Grandma's in the chat. If Dobby knew that Grandma was in the chat, he would lose his mind because he loves his mom. He loves his grandma. If we ask him if he's happy to see her, he howls. Why don't hockey players like cake? Oh no. I'm not paying attention. Edmonton scores again. 3-0. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Yes, Wendy, why do hockey players not like cake? And KJ's like, it's too unhealthy, Mrs. Gorner. Big Mac's like, at least we saw Dobby. Yeah, we've got an AHL defensive pair out there. Not a great look. Arvidsson scoring. Making it 3-0. Yeah, Brandstrom and Juleson out for the second goal. Edmonton now making it 3-0. It's going to get quiet in there. Big Hog is like, yeah, Dobby is bad luck. And Wendy Gorner's like, ah, ah. Zoe asks, am I a dead dog? Ooh, Pedersen with a quick response. Tipping in the shot. Right back, answering right away. You love to see it. You love to see it. DeBrusque puts it down low. Oh. Oh, yeah. DeBrusque with a shot from the point. Pedersen tips it down right between Skinner's legs. He had no chance. Pedersen putting the Canucks on the board, breaking the shutout. 3-1. Oh, the comeback begins, I guess. It's just beginning. Let's see. 17 seconds after the Edmonton Oilers score to make it 3-0, Pedersen deflects in a puck. You love to see it. Yes, Chef. Coming right up, Chef. Canucks back into the zone. Hoglander. Myers on the point with a shot wide. DeBrusque retrieves the puck. Wendy, my mom, I think Susie with a shot. Puck goes off the goalie, off the end boards, and then out of play, it looks like. And it looks like the Oilers might have just taken a penalty. We got no problem with cake, Mom. We've got problem with icing. We don't like icing. We want people to play by the rules. Oh, yeah. Skinner gets a blocker on that one, sends it wide. And then Pedersen with a beautiful tip right in front of Skinner, right down between the legs. We don't like icing, Wendy. Yeah, no power play, just the puck out of play. Ha! Wendy, they try to avoid icing. Yeah, I'm not... Paragolf says, I didn't like that shit from Miller. I've not really enjoyed his play tonight. I have not liked Miller's play so far tonight, in general. My mom's happy that the Canucks scored. Woo! Petey, let's go! We get to see Petey smile. Everyone loves seeing Petey smile. Dobby is not bad luck. He's an angel, a fluffy, fluffy angel. Chico, I left right before the second period starts, and now we have 3 goals against. Yep. Brutal. What's your cat doing tonight, Hachiko? Heinen with a Heinen with a shot. Skinner with a save. Heinen intercepts the pass. There it is! Another one! Hronek rips the puck into the net. Heinen does well to retrieve the puck on the half boards, passes it over. Canucks are very patient on the play, set it up. Hronek coming in right from the top of the slot, rips it in. Canucks make it 3-2. Here we go, boys. The comeback continues. Let's go. Skinner with the save. Edmund tries to clear out. Bad bank pass. Heinen over to Bluger. Bluger thinks he can get a shot. Can't. Passes it over. Tees it up for Hronek. Hronek rips it in from close range. Yeah, Bluger with just a little sauce. And then short side, top corner, Hronek blasts into the net. 3-2. Canucks make it a 1-goal game. Here we go. Here we go. AJ, welcome back. AJ Duelist in the chat. Nice to see ya. And he's saying, haha, yes, choke you annoying Oilers. We'd love to see them choke. We'd love to see them choke. And now the Oilers have taken a timeout, trying to calm things down. Their coach is giving them a minute to take a breath. I might need to take a breath. I'm getting all worked up. Getting all worked up here. Mike Torrance is happy. Yeah, Drew, you're right. That was an awful clear. Awful clear. Jake's take saying Hronek needed that one. 13 minutes left to go. What a wild second period so far. Can you believe we started this period 1-0 Oilers? It's been 4 goals through the first 7 minutes of this period. Crazy. Big hog. Bang. Goal, goal, goal. Zoe, you'll never know what your cat is doing. Don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. Yeah, cats are chaos. Sometimes Dobby reminds me of a cat. Mike Torrance, Stu, Paperwall, Skinner. Can you imagine if Skinner ends up being the goalie for Canada at the Four Nations Cup? Snicker Snatcher. Coilers coiling like coiling turd. Big Mac's like, knock on wood. Knock on wood. This is the part of me that's Dutch right here. My wooden head. Jake says, I am back at workhouse, but my girlfriend sent me a photo of my cat knocking over the Christmas tree. You have your Christmas tree up already, Jake's takes? That is like Christmas in November. I think we're probably going to put up the Christmas tree next weekend. But I hear I think we're going over to Crystal's mom's place too I think that we're going over to Crystal's mom's place to put up a Christmas tree pretty quick here. Major Tao with the sunglasses on, feeling cool. Big Hog, another Oilers timeout. Yeah, got to calm down the troops. Gary asks, is Cat a pet tiger or something, Jake? And Jake's like, nah, she's a little panther. She's a black cat. Linda, welcome back, Linda Bolton. I can't wait till the Canucks are in Las Vegas in December. I will be there and help you guys to see what I see. By the way, my female Aussie Shepherd looks exactly like your dog. Oh yeah, another tricolor, Linda. Maybe someday in the future when the stream becomes huge and I've got 1 million subscribers, we can have a dog meetup. Linda Bolton, welcome back to the chat. Always nice to see ya. Shannon, hello. Hi, everyone. Shannon, welcome. Always good to have you, Shannon. Welcome to the chat. What a chaotic second period so far, eh? Yeah, Connor's like, the second period has flown out. Yeah, Sir Linda, just to go back on it, check my, shoot me an email on the Nothing is Perfect email. I'll put it in the chat here for you. Because actually, if you're going to be at the game at the 19th, that works out really well because Major Tao is also going to be at the game on the 19th. So we can do a similar thing. We had Hachiko and Major Tao meet up at the LA game on Thursday. So if you guys are both at the game in Vegas on the 19th, oh, good back check by Hronek to prevent a good chance by Edmonton. Yeah, if you're going to be at the game on the 19th, make sure that you shoot me an email and we'll get you all set up so that you and Major Tao can meet up at the game. And we can have the second ever Nothing is Perfect meetup. Oh, looks like Darnell Nurse did a dum-dum and took a cross-checking penalty. So now, after giving up 2 goals, yeah, look at that. A cross-check to the back of the head. Darnell Nurse doing stupid things for $9 million a year. You mouth breather. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was definitely not a cross-check, buddy. Big Hog doesn't like having the Christmas tree up earlier. Jake's takes, my girlfriend wanted it up, yes, literally the day after Halloween. Yeah, similar situation over here. My wife wants the Christmas tree up, but our rule in our house is we wait until November 11th is over. So we wait until after Remembrance Day. And then good shot by the Canucks. Thought that one might have gone in. Yeah, so the Christmas tree will be going up after Monday for surezies. Yeah, he's got a workhouse. He actually works in a restaurant, right? Canucks chasing the puck in on the forecheck. DeBrusque, Garland, and Miller digging the puck out. do well to recover it. Hughes the low man on the blue line. Now they set up a bit. Miller back to Hughesy. Petey on the half boards. Oh, bad pass back to Hughes. Puck goes all the way back down in the Canucks zone, and it looks like the Canucks are going to change and get the second power play unit out there. Yeah, Connor, you're right. 4 goals in less than 10 minutes. Gary's right. The Canucks need to go down and get behind to play their best. They need to sort that out. Yeah, we were talking about that with Dustin in the first intermission. Puck comes out of the blue line again. This power play is looking a little ineffective. Haven't been able to really get set up. Now we got Sherwood out in the power play, which is what you don't see very often. Now the Oilers are going to get a 2-on-1 shorthanded. Brown gets robbed by Lankin and then crashes into him. Canucks do manage to set up. Oh, Ratu tries to get it in to Petey, and Petey just slid it through the crease. Now the Canucks, just 7 seconds left in the power play. Going to try and get one more chance maybe here on a rush. Pettersson with a puck in the corner. Desharnais against his former team with a shot. Skinner makes the save. Ekholm trying to be tough in front of the net. KJ says a dog meetup with less people would be easier, Russ. Yeah. Dogs are wonderful, aren't they? Yeah, Dobby is now sleeping. Major says, 5th one coming up, Connor. Let's see. Drew Richards, you are a true fan, Hog. Shannon, nothing is perfect. I'm going to start to get my Christmas stuff out on Tuesday. Yeah, so we're the same way. Yeah. The day after Remembrance Day. The day after Remembrance Day, the Christmas tree goes up. KJ already has a little Christmas tree up. Mike Torrance wants to let everyone know it is 46 days until Christmas. Leah, I almost turned it off. I'll give them another chance. Never give up. Never surrender. Cardiac Canucks, Leah. Got to hold the faith. You got to hold the faith. I'm glad that you're still here with us. You don't want to miss out. How many times have we seen the Canucks down and coming back and making it a game? Sometimes people leave the stadium. Rome says 45 more days of shopping. KJ says the old lady also wanted one up. Jake's takes, any more icings? I kind of want a shot now. Had a long day. Well, now you're here with us, Jake, having a good time. KJ says Petey hits the post. He's feeling it. Big Hog, I feel like Garland is someone's kid annoying them. Yeah, he does seem like that. Such a short guy. And he's just like in there causing chaos. The gargoyle, Carlo Garland. The Saints, no Xmas crap till November 11th. Then anything goes. And Zoe says, get a real tree and plant it in your yard. I don't have a yard, unfortunately. Yeah, the Saints like, a yard? Shannon, so cool at KJ. I work at Walmart and lots of people get upset when the Walmart has Christmas stuff out before November 11th. KJ says, I planted a tree in my childhood yard after Christmas. It's still there. That's very cool. So under 10 minutes left to go. We'll do a sync for you. 9, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. Synced up for you. Yeah, and Shannon's like, Walmart has no control over Christmas stuff going out. Yeah. I think I saw a Elf on the Shelf in Walmart like mid-October. So they're getting in early. Zoe says, leave a stump in the middle of the yard. Suter loses his stick and it goes right into the Canucks net. Suter does well to get back into the play, gets his stick and blocks a pass. Garland dumps the puck in. The Canucks start to change. Yeah, Canucks fan 94. And once again, they waste the power play back to the liquor. Back to the liquor. Yeah, let's get some liquor, some vodka here. Laugh out loud. He wants nothing to do with the dog meetup. Dog's not happy about meeting other dogs, eh? Jake's Takes will be right back after this commercial break. We'll be right back after this commercial break. KJ says, hey, Mike, that's Jake's Takes job to state the obvious. Shannon says, the way I look at November 11th, you can go to the ceremonies on November 11th, still have Christmas stuff out. Yeah, to each their own. Everyone, it's a free country. Do whatever you want. Everyone's got their own way of doing. Everyone's got their own traditions. Dan Carlo in the chat. Nice to have you, Dan Carlo. Vilapa, watching from the Philippines. Awesome. International coverage coming all the way from the Philippines. Nice to have you, Dan. If you have not already, hit that sub button, hit that like button. See if we can get this number going up a little higher. Trying to get this number up to 1,000. We can get more content. The bigger this number gets, the more content we get. I've been putting out little videos in here and there, but as I said, my day job is a bartending job, so we do our best to get some content out for you. Oh, good play to the front of the net. Almond can't get a shot off, though. Yeah. Garland just spinning around. Welcome, Dan Carlo. The Saints, you are a good man, Russell, lest we forget. I try. KJ Brazzy, Gretzky on a jet ski. Gary Reisman, by the way, DeBrusque will be on After Hours with Daddy DeBrusque. Yeah, it'll be a fun moment. We got Daddy DeBrusque interviewing Jake DeBrusque, so that should be fun to see. Canucks do well to get onside to clear the puck down. We got DeBrusque, speaking of him, with Pettersson and Hoglander out on the ice now. Good pass up to Hoglander. Petey going to the net. Hoglander shot. Skinner with the save. Pettersson go driving to the net, but can't get anything there. Major Tao wants two. He wants two. Jake's Takes, when are we going to talk about Russell's vodka problem? We don't talk about Russell's vodka problem, okay? It's fine. It's a totally normal thing to do. I'm a bartender. I'm a professional. The problem with vodka is that it runs out when you drink it all. Yep. Shannon says, Rome, so excited that there will be only 45 days, shopping days. Yeah, very true, Major. Sometimes it runs out. He must be part Russian. In that case, it's not alcoholism, it's just culture. I am part Russian. Did everyone see that? What's happening right now? Maybe not an icing? The refs are talking about it. I am part Russian. No, Mom, it's not really vodka. It's not really straight vodka. I swear it's not vodka. But my mom can confirm. We've got, Mom, you've done our genealogy. Do we have Russian? Do we have Russian in our veins? I feel like we've got some Russian. I need you to update the chat. If I remember correctly, we have Russian, German, French, Italian, Scottish, Irish, English. Connor Garland steals the puck at center and skates the puck in, twisting and turning. Corona, good pass. Canucks moving the puck really, really well right now. Heinen. Spinning Garland. Draisaitl cross-checks Connor Garland to the ice. No call. .550 left to go. So there's the update. My mom with the info. Germans living in Russia. So we have German heritage and then they moved to Russia. Yeah, Shannon, you're right. The Canucks have started to wake up with Petey's goal. Yeah, Shannon asks, oh, puck in front. Canucks kind of standing around in their own zone. Edmonton with a little pushback here in the late stages of the second period. Yeah, I am from BC, Shannon. I am from Surrey, British Columbia. Yeah, my mom. Yes, this is actually my mom. This is Wendy Gorner, my mom. A new queen took our relatives from Germany to Russia. My mom has done genealogy. I think she's got our family tree going back all the way to like the 1500s or something like that. Yeah, so Big Hog, yes, this is actually my mom. Wendy Gorner, the matriarch of the family. Ratu collects the puck after a high pass. DeBrusk out to center. Our center of the slot. Oh, right through the crease. So now we got Ratu, Amon, and DeBrusk out. The latest line. Another cross check in the corner. No call. Apparently the refs are just going to let things go now. Susie with a big hit. Myers collects the puck. Suter does well to get back. Myers dumps the puck in the corner. Canucks start a change. Ah! Seriously, can someone get the Oilers a copy of the rule book? Because they need to learn the rules. Icing the puck again. Just trying to slow things down. Breaking all the rules. Dan Carlo. I am cheering for the Vancouver Canucks. Jersey I am wearing, the black skate as well, even though it's not here in the Philippines. Oh, so you managed to get your hands on it, eh? Dan? That's cool, Dan. Watch him for the Philippines. KJ says, I did my DNA test. 84% Aboriginal, 16% Colombian. So that would probably, what is that? And it'd be like 3 of your 4 grandparents are Aboriginal, and then maybe 1, something like that. Don't be like the actors on Bar Rescue. Yeah, just chugging booze all shift long. Canucks fan 94. I have a better chance at scoring hot Latina than when the Canucks have a power play. Oh, yeah, my mom heard that one, Canucks fan 94. What do you think about that? What? She says? What? My mom is experiencing YouTube chat for the first time. KJ says, BC, best province in Canada, which I agree with. Jay's right. We go by Slurry. We love Slurry. Slurry, Slurry. Darnell Nurse shot wide. Puck all the way down. Canucks pick it up at center and dump it down low. Jake DeBrusk in on the forecheck. Pedersen couldn't quite intercept that pass. Edmonton gets the puck down low in the Canucks zone. Shannon thinks that Rome would be a great thinks that would be a great idea for Walmart greeters. How come you're not having the game day Big Mac from McDonald's? Ooh, yeah, they do that now, don't they? Game day Big Macs. Big Macs in the chat, but not on my plate. Blocker save by Lankinen. Connor Garland out. Tries to get a pass over, but can't get it to go. Pedersen throws a hit and gets a change. Lankinen fields the puck and will cover for a whistle. Big Mac says, where the Mac family is anyway, familiar to your family history. Where the Mac family is anyway, familiar to your family history. Shannon's just as upset as I am with icing. Learn the rules. Jake, I feel like Suter doesn't get enough credit for what he does out there. Yeah, Suter has been an absolute beast so far this year. Coach Rob Willie in the chat. Welcome. Saying hi, everyone. Should I make my mom a mod? I'm going to make my mom a mod. Let's see if I can find her up here. Add as moderator. Okay, everyone, it's official. My mom is now got a wrench. She has officially got a wrench. Coach Rob Willie shows up and my mom becomes a moderator. Watch out. My mom has power to ban you now. I mean, we should have had that from the start, right? Big Mac says I'm Irish and German. Big Hawk's just chucking books at people out here. Shannon says I have a bit of Irish in me. And is that just the Baileys you had in your coffee, or is that DNA, Shannon? Because I like Baileys in my coffee. Zoe says the McDouble Daily Double. McDouble Daily Double. Jay says I lived in Surrey till after grade 8. Canucks fan 94 playing with fire. Get used to it, Wendy. It only gets worse from here. Yeah, and then Big Hog gave me the idea. Wendy, you should censor this chat. So, Wendy, next time we're hanging out, Mom, I'll show you how you can ban people in chat so you can get Canucks fan 94 banned, okay? GG Canucks fan 94. Shannon says, yes, BC is better than Alberta as hardly any snow and does not stay 6 months in Alberta. Yeah, I'm from Southern Alberta. I was actually born in Southern Alberta. I remember a lot of snow. My mom puts the stop sign out. Stop. Minute 26 left to go in the second period. And as I mentioned, we're going to have Mike Saunders live from Rogers Arena doing his Movember mustache. So we'll chat to him a bit. And then should be fun. We're going to have Zach there too. Zach and Mike at the game tonight. Shannon's happy to see Coach Rob Willie. Rome wants to know how much is a Big Mac on game day. Miller trying to control the puck, but loses it in the skates. Throws a hit. Nugent Hopkins gets the puck down low. Hughes does well to get back. Hughes gets tripped. No call. Hughes get blatantly tripped. No call. Jake likes the idea of making my mom a mod. So she is now. I don't think she knows how to do it, but we'll teach her. It's only right that Mama Gorner is a mod. Yeah, true, you're right. The Canucks have created an icing call. Yeah, how is this not a trip? He's literally putting his stick all up in Hughes' skates and takes him down. No call. The refs need to get some glasses. They need to get some glasses installed, huh? Get some glasses installed. Tocchet is not happy about it. Let's look for a makeup call because that was absolute BS. Shannon says yes, and make at Coach Rob Willie a mod. He is in Canuck Clay. Yeah, I've seen Coach Rob Willie. Big Hog. Russell's mom is a mod before GTA 6 comes out. Good point. And that's the end of the second period. Rome says, hello, Coach Rob Willie. Big Mac says, all hail, Mom. Big Hog, what about me? We're going to end up with everybody as a mod in here. Jacob says, I have a better chance. Oh. Jake says, congratulations, Wendy. I'm really awesome. Russell will agree with me. Don't ban me. Yes, Jake's takes is lots of fun. He's a good guy. Rome says, oh no, got to behave now. Yep. Mom's in the chat. Shannon says, I cannot have alcohol as I am on many meds. Oh, hate to hear it. Hopefully the meds are helping though. Alcohol is poison anyways. Yeah, Canucks fan 94. That's not fair. Life's not fair. Life's not fair, Canucks fan 94. I'm sorry. And Jake's just like, everyone act normal. Okay, so we're gonna see if my homie Mike Saunders is around. So what we'll do, yeah, it looks like he is. So let's get him in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you guys a quick video. We'll update the scoreboard here because I can't pull a Sportsnet and not update it. So we're going to the second intermission here. Crazy second period. Lots of scoring to start. So what we'll do here, we're going to hop on over and I'm going to show you guys a video before we bring on Mr. Mike Saunders. So this goes back, as you can see, I've shown you guys already for November, the worst mustache ever 1. So now we're going to do the worst mustache ever 2. And then we're going to get Mike Saunders here. So without further ado, here is the worst mustache ever 2.
It's hard being me.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the hardest part about being you?
Mustache.
I never knew what guys with mustaches went through.
I wish I had a pencil and mustache.
Self-assured,
Yes,
adult. These are the words that describe the man who wears a mustache.
See, Mike, you guys can't yet. Can you hear me all right, buddy?
Yes, it says to the world, I'm a man of action.
But mostly my
hear
mustache
me?
tells people that there is a 90% chance that I am poorly
perfect.
educated.
Okay, fine. It's a nice mustache.
You're not on screen yet. I'll bring you in just a second. They're just watching me grow a mustache live on the air. I can hear Mike, you guys can't. So as soon as this video is over, I'll bring him in for you guys. As I mentioned, as we watch this video, Mike Saunders live at the game. Check down in the description. I have put a link to his Movember page. He is raising money for Movember. So make sure if you have the time and the ability to do so, send some money Michael Saunders' way. Support the cause. Movember is a great cause. As you can see, the mustache was grown and now has been taken away. So without further ado, let's hop on over and see that beautiful mustache. As I mentioned, Mr. Mike Saunders joining. How's it going, brother?
Going good, buddy. Had a fun game so far.
What do you think of the start of that second period, eh?
Yeah, buddy. I was feeling a little nervous at the end of the first, but the boys came back.
Yeah. There's like 1-0 after the first, and then the Oilers come out, score 2 pretty quick ones right back to back, and then all of a sudden the Canucks do the same thing and get 2 quick ones. How loud was it in there when they scored the second one there?
That second one was happening, buddy.
So, Mike, I'm going to ask you, if you had to pick, who's your favorite Canuck player of all time?
Of all time?
Yeah, if you had to pick one player, who's your favorite Canuck of all time?
I gotta go Marcus Naslund.
Marcus Naslund?
Yeah.
What's your favorite Marcus Naslund moment?
There's too many beautiful just goals that he pulled through.
Yeah.
I don't have a single favorite. I can't tell you this.
It's like picking between your children.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was the era where I became a Canucks fan.
I got, I don't know, you might be able to actually see this. Can you see that on your screen? Oh, you can't see me at all, can you, right now? Here, let me send you some camera here. There it is. Drew Richards saying, "Sup, Saunders, looking sharp." He thinks you look really good.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, see, I'm all Canucks for, in a different jersey.
Yeah. So, Mike, I want to talk to you about your mustache as well, because obviously you don't always have the mustache on your upper lip. How long have you been doing the Movember thing for?
This is my 6th year in a row. So I've done it every time. from the handlebars, from the dirty trucker style all the way down. But trying to keep it professional for work this year.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm really Zach as well.
Oh, there he is. I got Zach. There he is, Mr. Zach, Chef Zach, in the building as well. So I'll get you to ask him too. Can you ask Zach who's his favorite player of all time?
Who's your favorite Canuck of all time, Zach? Lyndon or Burr? Can you hear him when he talks?
Yeah. We can hear him.
Perfect.
So, boys, you're at the game tonight. We've been checking in on the beer prices because we had a couple kids in from LA the other night, and it was like $28 for a beer. How much are the beers costing you at the night tonight?
I can tell you that I had one 24-ounce beer that was $26.
Did you say $46?
26.
Oh, $26. So you're paying $1 an ounce.
Yes, $1 an ounce for beer. Please find gentlemen decide.
Can you ask Zach what so it's Trevor Linden and Burry, what's Zach's favorite Canucks moment of all time?
You have a favorite Canucks moment with Burrow or Linden?
Hey Mike, I can't hear him right now. Do you want to switch him onto the other side? Where's the mic on your earbud?
I have no idea.
Put Zach on your other side. Yeah.
In Game 7, Game Saunders, Dustin scored the game-winning goal in OT. The whole team across hill. There's that photo with Trevor Linden with the blood running down his face.
Yeah.
That moment's one of my favorite moments. Or when Trevor Linden put Buddy through the class.
Yeah.
Help the back out afterwards. Yeah.
You guys got you got some pretty good seats tonight?
We're in the second row, so we're doing all right.
Yeah. Is there any chance you guys can get in to have a look at the inside of the arena there?
Yeah, give me 5 seconds. I'm right outside.
Perfect. Live from Rogers Arena, Michael Saunders with that beautiful mustache on his face. Gonna flip his camera around. There it is. Look at that. A live look in Rogers Arena. Mike and Zach. Absolute chaos here in the second period.
Second top deck here.
Yeah, it's a beautiful view. That's actually my favorite spot to sit. Right at the top, the top deck, but right just beside the bar there. That's actually a perfect spot.
This is my first game with the new Dumbo for nothing is in for us.
So we got another Nothing is Perfect Insider. Hey, I have a question for you too, Mike. What section are you guys in?
Oh, it says Casino right now. 310.
310? Cool.
Yeah,
you're right. Just off the blue line there. That's a good look too.
Yeah, if I was still down, we're right above the circle.
Yeah, that's very cool.
You guys are sure we're smashing people in the glass.
Oh, it's a beautiful view.
I don't know if you can see from the tiny screen, but the hits in this game have been 26 to 8.
The shots?
The
the hits, 26-8. So the Canucks are absolutely destroying them.
Canucks are just running people, and I love it.
Who do you think is the best player on the team so far for the Canucks tonight?
Who the best Canuck tonight is in? PD has been more noticeable than he has been in the last few games, which has been awesome. I can tell it's definitely not McDavid, because he's been a non-factor. But watching Sherwood just flipping guys back and forth has been beautiful.
Do you feel like Miller's having a bit of a rough one tonight?
Miller, he seems like he just can't stay on the puck tonight.
Yeah,
he's come off his feet a couple of times, and he might not be 100%. Zach agrees. He feels like maybe he's got a little something nagging at him.
Can you ask Zach what he thinks about Lankinen's play so far?
What do you think of Lankinen so far tonight? He's been awesome. Yeah.
That's good to hear.
He's got a chance on a couple of those, but.
Oh, there it is. Your beautiful face is back on the screen again.
Yeah. That bounce off the stanchions was right in front of us on the ice. And it was bizarre.
Similar to the
It must
BX goal
just-
back in the day?
Almost like the BX goal in the playoffs in 2010. And I mean, I'm watching the 2010 jersey with Tesla, so...
Yeah. You're bringing that
That happened.
2011 energy, right?
And just because I heard people that come on your screen in the 50-50, I had to go and buy a bunch of 50-50 because I don't know if you can see this, like the camera around.
Yeah.
It's $1 million.
Yeah. So you can actually, anyone who's watching now too, you can actually get 50-50 tickets for Canucks game tonight. And yeah, it's a guaranteed $1 million tonight. So I think they're trying to show up Edmonton, right?
But I think it's Canucks for kids tonight. So it's all funded by Park Casino and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
it's $1 million take home, not just $1 million pot.
Yeah, that's wild.
So
$1
I
million
just
take
somehow
home.
became a millionaire. That's
So if you had to sell your mustache to someone, why should people click on the link in the description and donate to the cause?
in frame for you. Because I'm raising money to charities for men's mental health and cancers below the list, which are both huge pillars of that in this day and age, and it's a massive cause that anyone should get behind. Find out anyone struggling with health or mental health issues. So, very passionate cause for me.
Yeah, and I've stopped growing my mustache, as you've seen from the video. It's a terrible mustache, so that's why I'm doing this with you tonight, to make sure that we can still raise the money without me having to show off the upper lip hair.
Yeah, I don't want to see the rest of that face anyway, buddy.
So one last question for Zach. One last question for Zach here. Zach, are the Canucks coming back in this game?
You think the Canucks are coming back in this game? No, I would, but I would say hopefully. They're really good on the top rate. Yeah. After watching the first period Canucks and the second period Canucks, they can come out in the third like the energy they brought to the second. I think we got a good chance.
So, Mike, did you know about the chaos that was happening with the roster during the warm-up? Because they had Baines and Amon called up from the AHL today. They both were supposed to be in the lineup, and then last minute, Baines got scratched, so they're actually playing with the 7 defensemen tonight. Has that been a bit of a crazy scene, watching the forward lines just spin all over the place?
I mean, they have been definitely rotating through it today, but we got here right as the game started, so I didn't see any of the warm-up or any of that stuff this morning. But they've had some interesting combinations. Both Zach and I have commented today about, like, some of the deep areas as well have been outside the box. Like, and it definitely took them a little bit of time to gel in that first period. It seemed a little uncoordinated. People didn't know quite what people were going to be. But they seem to have settled down a little bit in the second, and I'm hoping they can really spring it in the third.
Who gets the tying goal and who gets the winning goal for the Canucks?
Tying goal is going Suter, winning goal Garland.
Perfect. Michael, Zach, it's been absolutely awesome having you guys live. I'll give you guys some time to get out into the bathroom and get some more beers.
One thing for me, Russell.
Yeah.
I'm going to go buy a new jersey because this one's getting busted. Where are your people? Should I get a Miller or should I get a Garland?
A Miller or a Garland? I'm saying Garland.
For the people, I'll go with the popular choice.
I'm gonna put it as a poll question here, and then after the game, I'll let you know which one you should be getting. All right.
Sounds good, brother.
Cool, awesome. Thanks so much for joining the show live from Rogers Arena. There, Michael. Tell Mike I say hi. Tell Zach I say hi. Go Canucks, go. We'll see you again soon, brother.
Go.
See you later. There it is. 3rd game in a row, everyone. Going live inside the arena. First, it was Anaheim with Major Tau. Second, it was the first ever Nothing is Perfect meetup. We had Hachiko and Major Tau down at the LA game. And then now we just had Michael Saunders, Mobro, and Chef Zach coming onto the show. That was absolutely awesome. So as we talked about, Mike is raising money for Movember. As you saw, he had his sweet mustache on there. So make sure, if you have the resources, if you have the ability, go down into the description. I've left a link for his Movember page. Shoot him some money and make sure that you help the cause, because it is a very worthy cause. Movember started off as, I believe it started off as a thing for cancer, but it has evolved. It is now about men's mental health. So it's all about men's health. Very good cause. So as I mentioned, we're going to do the poll question. Which jersey should Mike buy? And you guys have the options. He is giving the options. It's either going to be a Miller or it's going to be a Garland. So which jersey should, I guess let's put, I'll put a third option, other. And then if you have another, just put in the chat, put other, and then which other jersey you think you should get. So here's the poll question. Which jersey should Mike buy? There's your poll question. Fun times. You love to see it. Got about 4 minutes before the game gets started again. Oh, it might actually be sooner than that. Might be coming back after this intermission break. Okay, let's quickly go look back. Linda Bolton, I love BC, born and raised there and lived with my American husband in Utah. He loves the Canucks. Your mom is awesome. You have great genes from her. Go Canucks, go. Yeah, thank you, Linda. Yeah, my mom is awesome. Rome says Linden. Yep. Big hog. Can Saunders jump over the glass? Yep. We had Major Tau trying to get over the glass. Major Tau says, go Canucks. Look at that stash. The Saints. Bro, you have Santa's cheeks. Put a suit on, bro, and head to the mall. Got some rosy cheeks there. Major Tau, come on, bro. Jump the glass. Free Willy. 26 is still dirty. Yeah, and Drew points it out. $1 an ounce. Shannon says, oh, Canucks Clay might be in the arena that you are in as well, is where Canucks Clay does meet up at the games. Yeah, I think he was I was watching his video earlier. I believe he was in section 316. But I didn't want to encroach on his territory there, so I didn't send Michael over there. But maybe someday we get Canucks Clay on here. Would love to have him. He's a really great guy. I love watching his content. So Canucks Clay, great man. The Saints, this is must-watch TV. KJ, a look at the barn. And it is a good-looking bar, you're right, KJ? Zoe says, oh my God, that must be crypto beer. Drew says that gives it a new meaning to liquid gold. And Rome says, beautiful man, beautiful man. TSI Mike, the Toronto Sports Insider Mike, what's up? Keep up the great work, sir. Thanks for reaching out and good luck to the Canucks tonight. Thank you, TSI Mike. Always great to have you. Yeah, I've reached out to TSI Mike. He covers all the Toronto games, all the Toronto sports, actually. So check out his channel if you haven't yet. He is going to be joining us for the Canucks game versus the Maple Leafs coming up in January. So we're going to have TSI Mike joining the show in some capacity up in January. So look ahead to that. TSI Mike in the chat. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Good to see you. Third period underway. I'll give you guys a sync here. 19, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41. Third period underway. The Saints train wreck. I can't stop watching. Lankinen with a save through traffic. TSI Mike, happy to see Drew. Awesome that you guys got a huge game. Huge. Nice game for TO tonight, says Drew. Coach Rob Willie. Yeah, we saw Clay and Andrew Chan. Oh, so Coach, are you at the game, Coach Rob Willie? That's so great at Coach Rob Willie. Gary says, I know who Clay is, but who's Andrew Chan? What the heck is this? Talkit is not happy. I wouldn't be either after the nonsense non-calls. TSI says Leafs are buzzing right now. They were horrid for 3 before that. Never know what you're going to get. Yeah. TSI Mike, love it. Keep up the great work, Russell, Drew, and the team. I'll stop by during the third. Carol in the chat. Hi, everyone. Nice to have you, Carol. Canucks go to the penalty kill. Oilers trying to get a power play going. Got Pedersen and Miller out as the forwards penalty killing. McDavid with a toe drag. I think that Lankinen just got maybe the save of the year there. And then the puck was bouncing, so the Edmonton Oilers couldn't get the rebound and jam it into the gaping net. Wow. Lankinen with a beauty save, diving across. Pedersen with a block. Good stick by Miller to redirect that pass to Draisaitl. Oilers looking pretty dangerous on this power play. 1 minute left to go in the power play. McDavid down to Draisaitl. Draisaitl in his spot now. Canucks have not been able to get the puck out of the zone, so they are going to have some tired legs out there right now. Bouchard with a pass to the corner. Nugent Hopkins over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl can't do anything with it, but the Canucks are so tired they can't even get to the puck to get it out. McDavid gets checked by Pedersen. What a beautiful play. Awesome defense. Absolutely exhausted, tired, trying to keep up. Manages to prevent McDavid from scoring there with an open net. There it is. They finally get the puck, shoot it all the way down the ice. 7 seconds left. That should be enough to kill that penalty off. What great defense by Pedersen. He sure saved a sure goal there. That is amazing. Good job, Petey. And that's the thing about Pedersen. We've been hard on him this year, and I get it. And it is the $11.6 million contract that's hanging over his head. But that is a beautiful defensive play. Canucks managed to kill off an early power play for the Oilers. Perry makes a pass, gets deflected, and then Skinner had to make a save. Canucks dig the puck out. Oh, Connor Garland can't get that pass to go. Beluga gets the puck down low. Canucks start to change. Connor Garland in forechecking. Ratu in on the forecheck, checking Perry. Oh my goodness. What a crazy power play that was for the Oilers, looking really dangerous. Puck comes in on Skinner. He decides to cover it to calm things down. Faceoff will be in the Edmonton zone. Oh. I can't tell if that's... Is that a paddle? That was... He did get the paddle on it. Oh my gosh, that's such a save. Just getting that paddle down and then a pass across. McDavid with an empty net trying to bring it out front. Pedersen pokes the puck off his stick, saves a goal. Whew! Oh, my heart rate's up. Oh, my heart rate is definitely up right now. Brandstrom can't get the puck to get through. Edmonton skates it out to center. Connor Brown kicks the Lankinen's glove. No call, of course. Oh my goodness. The refs have been terrible in this game. Yeah, he comes in and kicks Lankinen's, like, unbelievable. Another great save by Lankinen. Filthy play by the Oilers, kicking the goalie in the glove. What a save. Two great saves there. Great save, Blankinen. Blanky with the... Carol asks, who do you think is going to score there on the score the third goal. Hughes forechecking, but can't get the puck. Shannon wants Suter to score. Drew says, hope Mike and Zach were back at their seats. What a start. Yeah, chaos. I hope we didn't make them miss anything. Jake says, the refs are going to give us a PP here soon. Don't worry. You heard it here first. Jake's takes. Canucks are going to get a power play soon. Podkolzin. Oh, Nurse. Podkolzin. Lose the puck. Oh. It's a weird pass from Heinen across the ice. Didn't get anywhere. Susie with a pass to Miller. Up to Garland. Garland puts the puck down low. Canucks start to change. Shannon, I think the talk between Miller and Pettersson woke up Petey. Myers keeps the puck in. McDavid brings it out. In on Lankin, and he covers the puck. And then Heinen comes in and touches the goalie. I'm not liking how they're letting everyone get to the front of the net there. Yeah, Carroll likes the save as well. Coach Rob Willie, not tonight. Last year with Shannon, we saw Dallas play in March. Very cool. Whew. Petey wins the face-off. Myers carries it out of the corner. Oh, an accidental icing. How do I feel about an accidental icing? Because it was like an attempted pass, but then they still iced the puck. Learn the rules. Learn the rules. The Saints with the cowboy hat on. Puck comes all the way back into the Canucks zone. Pettersson actually loses the faceoff, but recovers the puck. Then Hoglander. The linesman calling it offside. McDavid with some speed. Shot low. Lankinen with the save. Whoo! Feels like the Canucks are hanging on a little bit right here. 3-2. Jake's happy. See, this is how we balance the universe out. I get upset about the icing. Jake gets happy about the icing. Everything is zen. Everything's balanced. Jake takes a shot. I drink some vodka. Calm myself down. Gary says Canucks hockey turns Jake into an alcoholic. No, Kitchens turned Jake into an alcoholic. Another save by Lankinen, but they pick up the rebound and shovel it in the net. Brown scores. Just too much aggression by the Oilers in front of the net. And the Canucks aren't clearing it out. Tocchet is not happy right now. Quinn Hughes with a weird... Oh, and then a bounce and a bounce. There's a whole lot of bouncing happening there. Follow the bouncing puck. Yeah, just pinballing. Wild. Bounce, bounce, bounce. There was like 4 or 5 bounces and the puck ends up right on the stick for Brown. And he acts like he just scored the game-winning goal in the Stanley Cup Finals. But you didn't. 4-2, Edmonton leads. Referee gets in the way and does not allow Hoglander to get the puck. Susie with a hit. Petey with a reverse hit. Hoglander with some speed into the zone. Puts the puck down low for DeBrusque. McDavid just holding on to Hoglander at center ice. Yeah, now the Canucks have taken another penalty. Brutal. Things go from bad to worse. Oilers regain the 2-goal lead. And then Hronek just grabs onto his guy. Yeah, I mean, like, that's as blatant as it gets. That's the third penalty that Hronek's taken in the last 2 games. Whew. This is stressful. But we believe, right? We believe. Okay, let's see. I think we'll end the poll now. Which jersey should Mike buy? Looks like Miller wins with 58%. 58%. Hey, Jake, you lied to me. You said the Canucks were going to get a power play? And now Edmonton has a power play. Did you underestimate the evil powers of the Edmonton Oilers? Is that what's going on, I think? I'm going to send a message to Mike to let him know that the chat wants you to buy a Miller jersey. Updating Mike. It has been decided. Chat wants you to buy a Miller jersey. See if we can get an update from Mike to see if he actually gets his Miller jersey tonight. Jacob's out. Jacob's given up. Says, okay, GG, good night. Jake's mad now. Shannon says, oh no, well, my cousins and his boys will be happy as Kelly Buckberger. Yeah, Coach Rob Willie, Vancouver penalty holding. Lloyd, I'm going to need another drink here. Another power play for the Oilers. Lloyd, I don't think he's... I don't think he's ever going to make you a drink. And McDavid scores. Brutal. Well, he's got a goal and assist, so maybe we can get him in a fight so we can punch him in the face. But you know McDavid would never fight, so 5-2 Oilers take the lead. And as I said, the power play is really bad on the stats, but has been playing a lot better lately. And another bounce. Just another rebound off of Lankinen. What a crazy bounce. Rebound right to McDavid, and he scoops it in the net. Tyler, Susie. Susie can't get a stick on the puck, and McDavid gets an easy tap in. I don't think you guys have seen me rage on stream yet, have you? 5-2 Edmonton leads. We need some kind of a response from the Canucks here. Still time left. Still early. We need some kind of a response. Amon in. Stetcher gets double teamed by Ratu and Amon, but manages to get the puck by both of them. Amon can't recover the puck. Puck gets out to center. Wendy Gorner. McDavid. Ugh. Yeah, Jacob asked, where's Demko? And he's hurt. He's hurt. Oh no, the floodgates have opened. The wheels have fallen off. If I'm Rick Tocchet, I'm calling a timeout right now, aren't we? 6-2 Coilers. Hachiko, whoever said we would lose 6-2, you will be dealt with. That is a threat. I think this is the first bad goal that we've seen him let in. That Lankinen's going to want that one back. Not a great look there. The Canucks are in shambles. 3 goals in a minute 58 against. Podkolzin steals the puck from Petey. Bouchard with a shot. Lankinen with a save. Oh. Oh yeah, KC, I haven't seen you, I don't think, before. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, you're right. The refs have taken this away from us. Casey, welcome to the chat. It's Jover. Refs take away the game. GG. Jacob agrees. Refs were brutal. Now Gary's saying Lankinen's stats have regressed to average. I think this entire period has been played in the Canucks zone. Bluger splits the defense, clears the puck. It's not an icing because it's going into his own zone, but it would have been. Brandstrom does good under pressure to get the puck out. And then Sherwood just gets mobbed and there's no call. Stick all wrapped up around him, dragged down to the ground, no call. These refs are terrible. The Canucks need something, some kind of a spark. Canucks can't even get in. Got 4 Oilers standing on their own blue line. Hughes gets hit. Ratu collects the puck. Hughesy. 9:30 left to go. Almond on a breakaway and then just loses the puck because that's Almond. Hoglander can't do anything. Hughes collects the puck in his own zone. Tries to settle things down. Almond luckily goes to the bench for a change. Pedersen in. Shot wide. Got Heinen and DeBruskin. Oh no. 7-2. Worst hand in poker. Worst score in hockey. You do a goaltender change now? Like, is it even worth it? I think they're talking about it. Yeah. There it is. Shilovs is coming in. What a blowout. Jay with the update right as it happened. Leah's switching to true crime to relax after this monstrosity. Yeah, it would be less aggressive to yeah, that was just an ugly goal. That's another goal that Lankinen's going to want back. Maybe a bit of a deflection there off of Juleson. Man, Juleson's not looking great. Must be time for Dobby to eat. I'm going to go get Dobby his dinner because he's looking at me. Okay, I'll be right back. As Shilovs gets all warmed up. Okay, I'm back. Dobby has his dinner, everyone, just so you know. The Canucks are shell-shocked. 8:25 left to go. 5 goals up. The Oilers are now. Draisaitl. First shot. Shilov's mixes. First save off the first shot that he faces. Yeah, we're going to really have to figure out what the heck happened with Baines. Susie battling in the corner. Garland collects it. Jeff Skinner with a shot. Shilov's with the save. Garland spinning. Man, the Canucks are totally flat-footed. Susie is just standing there. Susie's standing still in his own zone. They're absolutely gassed again. They have 7 defensemen and they're gassed. How's that possible? Is this the first game back from the road trip? Is that what's going on right now? I think the Oilers wanted to silence all the critics by beating the Canucks because everyone talked about how close it was in the playoffs last year. But once again, Brock Besser not in the lineup. Suter intercepts it. Bluger with a weak backhand way wide. Got the third line out now. Maybe they can get some juice back in this game. You know, sometimes it helps. Let's try this. Go, Canucks, go. Go, Canucks, go. Go, Canucks, glow. Go, Canucks, glow. Go, Canucks, go. Go, Canucks, go. Maybe we can get them. We'll get some good juju going for the Canucks. I mean, it's bad enough that they're down by 5, but then the icing on the cake is that they iced the puck. Brutal. Brutal. Face-off is going to be in the Canucks zone. Canucks bench is not looking happy. Dobby has done his dinner. Yeah, Jake's into it. Canucks glow. Canucks glow. Calvin's just coming back. 7-2? What? Yeah, it's 7-2 now. Third line for the Canucks still out there. Referee gets in the way again. And it's turnover to Edmonton. Coach Rob Willie says, "Hi, Charlie. Come up here, Dobby. Don't be a scroungy. Actually, come here. Come to your father. All the way. Come on. Come on. I need you. I need your mental, emotional support, Dobberton. You're going to sit here on stream with me now. You started all this. Everything went sideways when you came on screen. So we're going to have you sit on stream with me now. Calvin, this is what happens when you leave us. Shilovs with another save. Hey, pay attention. The Canucks are losing very badly. Oh, yes. No, you are not interested in sitting with me, are you? So here's what happens with Dobby. Since the Canucks are getting blown out, let's talk about Dobby. Because what happens is Dobby gets his dinner at 9 o'clock, so we're a little bit late, so I understand if he's upset. But then what happens is Dobby likes to go and try and find his own dessert. And he does that by wandering around the house, licking the floor, poking his noses in places that it's not supposed to go. Yep, that's what he does. He's a naughty little boy. He's a naughty boy. So you're going to sit down beside me, right, and just chill? Yeah, you're going to just chill right here? And I'll pet you. How about that? Give me some emotional support, Dobby. The Canucks are getting absolutely rinsed here. Things have gone sideways. Drew's happy to see Dobby. Shannon's happy to see Dobby. Jake's takes, you're right, Gary. Losing Louis Eriksson stings for the Canucks right now. Oh, did you just burp? Dobby just burped. Oh, he burped after his dinner. Such a sweet boy. At Drew Richards, and yet people calling for Demko in the chat. I hope Miller gets rinsed after this game. All the icing, says Canucks fan 94. That was Dobby just did something that I haven't seen him done for a while. He just went over and grabbed a blanket. My dog just like adjusted his own blanket. He's such a cutie. Or did you smell some morsels there, huh? You little troublemaker. Drew says not Lank's fault, in my opinion. Too many second chances and bounces. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I mean, he's been all over the place. He's the reason that this game was even close, but I would say that he's going to want some of those ones back. But I mean, the Canucks only have 2 goals. Edmonton has 7. There's not much you can say about that. Zoe says the refs need to be rinsed too. And Drew's like, I mean, I still want Demko back. And then Dobby. Big Mac loves Dobby. Just over 5 minutes left to go in the third period. Canucks are going to have to score a goal a minute to come back in this game. Bouchard with a shot blocked in front. Connor says, Drew, so do I. Not to take the jersey off Lanky. He has to earn it back. Jason J in the chat, dusted once again. I wonder if this is an Oilers fan coming to roast us. Jason J, are you an Oilers fan? Coach Rob Willie says, hi, Dobby. Hey, Dobby. Coach Rob Willie says, hello. Zoe says, I give my dog an apple for dessert. Sometimes Dobby gets apples. Skinner with a big save. Keeping it 7-2. Skinner makes a save off of Suter. Calvin says, I hate to see the NHL and Sportsnet comments after this game with the Soilers and Canucks fans. Or Twitter, yeah. It's going to be a landmine out there over and over again. For some reason, I think it's whenever the Oilers and the Canucks fans get together, it's not pretty out there. Shannon says, and nothing is perfect. Is that background like people do, or is that part of your place behind you as that's just so cool? Looks like an expensive place. We've got a big budget here at Nothing is Perfect. No, this is not real. I haven't actually brought him out so far tonight, but hey, Trevor, do you think there's anything you can do about this? Can you help? Trevor, please? I'm begging you. We need you. No, so Shannon, I am green screened. This is not real. The couch is real. If you can see just maybe the top part of my couch here. So this couch, you can see my polka dot pillow here. But yeah, the whole bar in the background is a fake. But we also actually have Finn back in the bar, tending the bar. Finn doesn't really make me drinks either. He's just hopping around back there. And then we actually have Lloyd back here as well. He came from the Shining Hotel, and oh, he's so creepy. He's a bartender. He never makes me a drink. He's like, you're a bartender. You make your own drink. So yes, Shannon, this is a fake. But if anyone asks, anyone who doesn't know Shannon, you tell them that I live in a very expensive apartment. Rome says, Dobby is upset. Canucks are losing. I can see it in his eyes. Yeah. He's giving me those puppy dog eyes right now, too. Zoe says they aren't supposed to eat apple cores, but she doesn't eat it. Yeah, that's good. That's cool. Your dog doesn't eat it. Major Tao says, GG. And then Big Mac's like, I didn't hear no effing bell. Calvin Charlie, I hope Canucks Nate is ready to fight. Big Mac, don't worry. I put $1 in the swear jar. Good. Gary says, need Trevor to put McDavid through the glass. Yeah! Some good old Norton violence. Coach Rob Willie, that's cool. Yeah, thanks, buddy. We had some Halloween decorations up during Halloween. Once we get through Remembrance Day and close to Christmas, I will try and put a Christmas tree up, maybe some Christmas lights somewhere here. Should be fun. AJ, to take a line from Goon, 6 a.m., bag skate. Yeah, maybe the Canucks get a bag skate here. But we still, Has anyone here in chat heard what happened with Baines yet? KC, at least the Nucks are making a convincing argument for me not to stay up until 1:30 to watch home games. Casey, I'm sorry to hear that. She loves with another save. Yeah, Casey, it doesn't usually go like this. But hopefully we can see a bounce back game in their next one. As a reminder, once tonight's game is over, we will going to Dustin for a quick pregame. I'll probably do a quick one tonight because this was painful. And then we're going to celebrate Carl Sagan's birthday, one of my heroes. If you haven't seen it, I have a Carl Sagan tattoo. It says, "We're all made of star stuff." So today is Carl Sagan's birthday. He's not with us anymore, passed away in 96. But since it is Carl Sagan's birthday, I'm going to chat a little bit about his efforts to talk to aliens. And we're going to talk a little bit about this little guy here. This is the Voyager 1 spacecraft. Has nothing to do with hockey. But we're going to chat about it because that was one of Carl Sagan's big things. So. Rogers Arena is room 237. Oh, room 237. Rome says Skinner, Canucks should have chased him out of the building. Yep, they should have. But things have gone sideways. Big Mac, I'm at $24 so far in the jar. 24 big ones in the jar from Big Mac for all the swear words. We're going to get Fuji out of jail, believe you me. As Hachiko said at the game the other night, justice for Fuji. Gary Wiseman, I told you he got stuck in traffic on the number 1. And Coach Rob Willie saying no word on Baines. I wonder if maybe he tweaked himself or something. There was an accident on the Port Man. Matt's just putting a star in the chat. Gary says we need Major for this space talk. Yeah, is Major still here? Put Major and Carl Sagan in a room. That would be fun. But if Carl Sagan's in the room, so am I. Puck is out of play. Oh, interference call? Oh, thanks, ref. Now that it's 7-2, you give the Oilers a penalty. That's going to be helpful. Oh, yeah, thank goodness. Just trying to make it look like you're not playing for the Oilers. Stop shaking your head, Bouchard. I think he probably would have gotten away with it if he didn't grab onto him. But Ratu yelling to the ref. Bouchard just being lazy. Canucks look to actually get some justice back in this game and score on the power play. Edmonton managed to get the puck and clear it out of the zone. Dobberton, you sweet boy. You're too good for this world, Dobby. Miller gives the puck away. Husey gets it back at the blue line, manages to keep it in. Husey with a shot. Skinner with a save. 1:27 left to go in the third period here. Oh, Matt put a star in the chat for Carl Sagan because we're all made of star stuff. We're all made of star stuff. Carl Sagan's birthday today. So, yeah, like I said, Dustin Boydell will rejoin the show. Matt, thank you for the star. I appreciate that. Yeah, and then KJ saying there's an Go Oilers Go chat in the Rogers Arena right now, so that's not what you want to see. Ha! Matt likes to point out that in an alternate dimension, it's the Canucks that are winning. And Matt knows because Matt has a time travel device. Right, Matt? You're the one with the time machine? Pedersen turns down to Miller. Miller up to Husey. Shot. There it is. I mean, a little bit of justice. There you go. The Canucks score, make it 7-3. Doesn't really, at the end of the day, make a difference, but good to see. Looks like Suter gets a goal. 7-3. 53 seconds left. Jake saying that was painful, KJ. And then Drew says 100% KJ. Yeah, you never like to see that. Oilers chant in the barn. Gary Osmond, hi, yes, this game has made me believe in parallel universes. Yeah. Can we make it 7-4? 7-4, 7-4. Let's get 7-4. One for two on the power play. Oh, thank goodness we got a second power play with like 2 minutes left to go in the game. Matt wants to remind you to smash that like button. Suitor the shooter. Yeah, Jake, I like that. Last goal wins. I don't care what anyone says on Twitter or online. The Canucks have won this game because they scored last. Last goal wins. Almond behind, loses the puck. Tries to get it back. Ratu in there digging. Heinen. And the puck splits the defense. Desharnais and Brandstrom play pass at their own blue line. And that is the end of the game. Yeah. Wendy Gorner. Yay, less humiliation. Yeah, you take a bit of the edge off there. Oh, wow. We apparently we got a little too crazy with the scoreboard there. We're channeling our inner Sportsnet there. Final, Oilers winning on Canucks home ice. Yeah, the Freudian scoreboard. It had a mind of its own. Yeah, the scoreboard went a little crazy there. I must have gotten a virus from the Sportsnet clock. Okay, let's get Dustin back on here because I need some emotional support here, I think. I'm sad. I'm just bringing you right in here, Dustin, because I need your emotional support. Dobby doesn't feel like he wants to give me any emotional support tonight. Is there anything you can tell me that's going to make me feel better in this moment? Like, maybe let's just forget that the Canucks even just played right now. Did the Abbey Canucks win? Oh, no. I don't like the look of that face you just made me. How bad was it for the Abbey Canucks?
They lost 3-1 tonight.
Okay, so not as bad.
No, not as bad. Just struggled to get anything going really offensively. Couple of fights, I guess, in the second period. So I believe there was a couple of game ejections as well for secondary fight stuff. So there was just a lot of action going on down there, but not scoring, just like our boys for the big club. I guess the good news is we only lost by 4, not by 5.
The refs were generous enough to give us a power play with like 2 minutes left. And I mean, you never want to do it. And I don't think it's 100% the reason why the game turned out it was. But the referees looked bad almost all around tonight. Is that an accurate statement, or am I just a bitter Canucks fan?
I think it's accurate. I think it's becoming a trend with the league pushing the McDavid narrative. Watching right from the beginning of the game, there's little things that the Oilers do that they just get away with that other teams don't. There's Draisaitl off of a couple draws with little cross checks in the back of Bluger or whoever he's taking a draw against, and there's little chippy shit that they do, swear jar, in the corners and stuff. It's frustrating when it's so lopsided, when they're so obviously taking penalties that just aren't being called. That's what gets frustrating. Just as a hockey fan, even if we weren't watching the Canucks play, if we were watching the Oilers play any other team, it would still be just as frustrating to watch the penalties go the way they did. Something that I think has been needing to happen for a very long time is the refs need to start being held accountable for some of these games and the way they officiate them. The rule book is public. Players have to answer for everything. Coaches have to answer for everything. Players get suspended. There's all sorts of things like that. But given the number of cameras that are on the game now, the number of people that can review the game afterwards, I think it's high time that we find some consistency in the officiating, and stop letting them dictate the game or control the game, without having to answer for it afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, I can see, like, you're right. Draisaitl is the king of the subtle non-penalty call, because there's even a play where he just puts just a little slight hook on Miller, and then that gives him the ability to be the one who gets the puck in the zone and prevents Miller from getting there. And it's not egregious, but it's enough that it changed what was happening in the game, and that's the kind of stuff that you don't want to see. And you see that go both ways. But then you get egregious ones like Quinn Hughes gets absolutely tripped. Like, there is no doubt, like, stick in the feet, first poke, and then stick under the skate, goes right down. Like, how does that get missed? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, and you saw it on the first power play that the Oilers had in the game. There was a blatant trip on one of our guys. I think it was Garland, right in front of the official, like right in front of him. You're watching the play. And that is a black and white penalty in the rule book. And I just don't understand how they can decide when or when not to call certain things. And that gets extremely frustrating as a hockey fan. And it's not just Canucks games that this happens. Like, I see this happen around the league where it gets extremely one-sided, and it usually depends on who's playing in the game, and also with certain officials. There are certain officials that cater to other teams, and you can go through the stats of the league now. Like, you can break it all down and see exactly which officials control which games a certain way, and that's why we've come to a point where I think they need to start having to answer for it. This hiding behind closed doors business is starting to get a bit frustrating, given how much analysis we're open to and the things we have access to now. I think just as fans, we have that right. But also, don't get me wrong, we didn't deserve to win this game. No. We did not play a good game. This was probably JT Miller's worst game in a long time. He was not effective at all. He looked like the old JT Miller, pouty and angsty, and not using that to his advantage. He really wasn't putting a good effort in on the breakout, the plays into the zone, just coming across the blue line, some really lackluster passes that were to no man's land, nothing really on the tape tonight. So I would expect him to probably own up to it like he has in the last year. With a post game, if he gets in a post game interview, he will probably say that was not a great game for him. I think something that obviously handcuffed us was running the 11 forwards and the 7 defensemen that had the lines in the blender all night. You can't get comfortable, can't find consistency. It even broke up our third line there a few times, which is our line that has been keeping us going. So it's hard when you lose these big games, but we did just have a 3-game winning streak. The downside is, in these games when we're getting kind of pushed in, we work really hard to get that get within 1. But as it's 4-2, 5-2, where are our leaders? Miller, Petey, like even Hughes in the third there wasn't really generating much. Like, none of them were. We had like 3 shots on net. That's not going to get it done. So we have to get someone to push. And after this game, I'm not surprised at all if Josh was in the lineup on Tuesday night.
You'd love to see it. So a couple things from the chat for you. KJ says that Abby jersey is so sty-dusty, so liking the Abby colors there. And then Shannon asked where you're from, but everyone updated her you're from Chilliwack. She also asked if you have a YouTube channel, but
I do not.
You have the Twitch channel.
Yep.
And then you got your Instagram as well.
Under construction.
Yeah.
And Instagram, but yeah.
Yeah. So Shannon, if you want to check him out, his social media stuff is just cycling right below him there. So one last thing I wanted to chat with you before for this post-mortem, before we get to Carl Sagan's birthday. Lankinen tonight. It felt like he was doing really, really well. I feel like maybe he ran out of some gas because there was a couple of goals that he probably wants back from distance. Did you see the same thing that I did?
I think I saw frustration after he made a couple of those very big saves. I mean, arguably one was probably save of the year on Ryan Nugent-Hopkins there on the penalty kill, coming across with the paddle of the stick. When you make those big saves as a goalie, you expect it to boost your team a little bit, give them a little energy, and have them push the other way. But no, we just kept getting filled back in, and I saw a frustrated goalie. He was doing his job, and he's looking out at a team in front of him that's not doing their job, and I think it just lost some concentration. It looked like he wasn't focused. Maybe getting a little tired, but I think more tonight was we've been in games like that, and we've had our goalies let us know what we're doing wrong. So
Yeah,
I think it's a little bit of everything. I'm sure there's some choice words being had between teammates and coaching and everything in that locker room right now, because that was not a good performance by anyone other than obviously Garland, who night in, night out is one of our best players and
just consistent.
And yeah.
So the Canucks get a chance for retribution. They do get a couple days off here, which is good because they probably need it. They got a game coming up on Tuesday against the Calgary Flames. So they're getting the Alberta teams back to back. You thinking Dakota gets in for that game on the 12th against the Flames?
I think so. I think after him watching that game, he'll be hungry to get in and help the boys push back. I think seeing our lines get so jumbled and through the blender, they definitely want someone like that coming in who's more NHL ready and consistent.
Yeah.
Because you saw tonight that it looked like a sloppy team out there, a team because of having to play with different players. That fourth line was a rotating revolving door on the wing there. So we definitely don't want to have that happen again. So having Joshua activated will be huge, and I definitely see that coming Tuesday.
Cool, Dustin. Let's go lick our wounds, and we'll chat again on Tuesday, brother.
Absolutely.
Have a good night, brother.
You too.
Dustin Boydell, everyone. Beauty. So as I mentioned, we've been talking a little bit tonight about this probe right here. This is a Voyager 1 probe. This is a little model that I built because I'm a big space nerd. And I saved this because it's the best for last. It is Carl Sagan's birthday. So let's quickly, I'll bring you over to the reaction screen here. And let's go boop, boop, boop. This is Carl Sagan, this beautiful man. It's his birthday today. Should we get rid of this? Yeah, there we go. Let's just get rid of that stuff. So Carl Sagan, here's a quote from him. The nitrogen in our DNA, the calcium in our teeth, the iron in our blood, the carbon in our apple pies. We're made in the interiors of collapsing stars. We are star stuff. Carl Sagan's birthday today, November 9th. One of my hugest heroes, big inspiration for me. So I wanted to show you this picture as well. So has everyone seen this picture before? Because this picture was taken by this spacecraft here. So you can see it. So this little dot right here that you can see, this little tiny dot right here, and this, you see the line with the tiny little dot? That's Earth. That's us. So I thought it was appropriate. Carl Sagan's birthday. I know YouTube doesn't usually like it when people do cross promotion, hockey and space stuff. Major Tao, I hope you're still in the chat. He did the Cosmos series. So let's have a look and listen in to Carl Sagan's Pale Blue Dot, which is absolutely awesome. So let's watch this together.
The Earth might not seem of any particular interest. But for us, it's different. Consider again that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives. The aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines, every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, hopeful child, inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there, on a mote of dust, suspended in a sunbeam. The Earth is a very small stage in a vast cosmic arena. Think of the rivers of blood spilled by all those generals and emperors, so that in glory and triumph they could become the momentary masters of a fraction of a dot. Think of the endless cruelties visited by the inhabitants of one corner of this pixel on the scarcely distinguishable inhabitants of some other corner. How frequent their misunderstandings, how eager they are to kill one another, how fervent their hatreds. Our posturings, our imagined self-importance, the delusion that we have some privileged position in the universe, are challenged by this point of pale light. Our planet is a lonely speck in the great enveloping cosmic dark. In our obscurity, in all this vastness, there is no hint that help will come from
Nobody's
elsewhere
coming to save
us from ourselves.
We're all alone!
The Earth is the only world known so far to harbor life. There is nowhere else, at least in the near future, to which our species could migrate. Visit? Yes. Settle? Not yet. Like it or not, for the moment, the Earth is where we make our stand. It has been said that astronomy is a humbling and character-building experience. There is perhaps no better demonstration of the folly of human conceits than this distant image of our tiny world. To me, it underscores our responsibility to deal more kindly with one another and to preserve and cherish the pale blue dot, the only home we've ever known.
Yeah, so awesome. So yeah, this is for anyone who hasn't seen it, this is the pale blue dot. This is an image that was taken by the Voyager space probe. So Voyager was launched in 1977 to do a tour of Jupiter and Saturn. And once it had passed by Jupiter and Saturn and completed its scans there, it continued on flying out into the outside. It's actually left the solar system now. It's actually crazy. But what Carl Sagan did was he lobbied to have Voyager turn around and take a picture of all the different planets. And specifically, one of the more important ones was to get him to take a picture of Earth. So this is the original narrow-angled color image of Earth, dubbed pale blue dot, is the first part of the first ever portrait of the solar system taken by Voyager 1. So if you want, you can look it up. They've got a picture of all the different planets. This picture is taken from about us from 6 billion kilometers away on February 14th, taken on Valentine's Day, which is nice too. But yeah, Carl Sagan's birthday today. Rip passed away in December of 1996. Didn't really even get to see him or in any capacity before that. But I am lucky that we live in a time where all this stuff has been saved, and it's crazy that we have sent a spacecraft this far away. And yeah, I think earlier, who was it? Zosa's Happy Carl Sagan Day. I used to watch his shows on PBS. Yeah, if you haven't seen them, go check them out. Zoe says the star pic looks like a monster. Yeah, Monstar. Rome With the V'ger reference, Star Trek says that Voyager eventually gets picked up by aliens and sent back. Drew Richards saying, "Rip Sagan, we need you today more than ever. Happy birthday, legend." And then Zoe says, "What a philosopher's attitude, altitude." I like that. Zoe says, "I'm afraid we will wreck space too, like we have trashed Earth." Yeah, well, we're trying. KJ says, "My fiance loves space stuff." Drew says, amazing. Can you imagine the distance? Yeah. 6 billion kilometers. It's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Imagine how old a comet is. Yeah. Billions and billions and billions of years. Mike Torrance says, "Zoe, Madkind thinks of ourselves like we've been here for 130,000 years and Earth is 4.5 billion years old." Yeah, Rome, it is beautiful. So happy birthday, Carl Sagan. You're an absolute legend. And you, even though you're gone, you're still here with us because of videos and technology. If you haven't, check it out. Carl Sagan's Cosmos is an absolutely amazing series. It was prophetic at its time, and it still is to this day. So go check out Carl Sagan. Happy birthday, Carl. Let's get back to the bar. I'm not crying, you're crying. So the Canucks lose 7-3. The Oilers embarrass us. Baines didn't play. Chaos everywhere. Not a lot to say. I believe Mr. Kempner Canucks is streaming. I'm going to quickly have a look over here. See if I can bring it up here for you. Yeah, Kempner Canucks is streaming, so make sure you hop on over. Go check out Kempner Canucks. He's streaming right now. But I'm Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. You know what? I'm actually going to leave you guys with the video again to watch it for a second time. Actually, let's play my mustache video to end here. So a reminder, yeah, we had Dustin on in the first intermission. We had Michael, poor guy at that game, coming in from live at Rogers Arena. So I'm going to play you the mustache video just to remind you, if you're still here and you haven't done it, there's a little link in the description for Michael Saunders' Movember page. So if you can, make sure that you donate to the cause, because that would be wonderful. And yeah, I'm Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. Hoping for a big bounce back game on Tuesday against the Flames from my hometown of Calgary. I'm not a Flames fan, though. I'm a Canucks fan. You remember that. So Flames, 7 o'clock, November the 12th, the day after Remembrance Day. I appreciate all of you. Thank you, everyone, for being here. It's always awesome. You guys are amazing. You make it all worthwhile. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. And like I said, happy birthday, Carl Sagan. But one last time, I'm going to leave you with my mustache video here. Here it is. And I'll leave you with that as we go to the end of the stream. So enjoy. I'm Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. And here's my terrible mustache.
Who wants a mustache?
Make good choices, everyone. Peace out.
Really? Yeah. What's the hardest part about being you?
Mustache. I never knew what guys with mustaches went through.
I wish I had a pencil and mustache.
Self-assured, adult. These are the words that describe the man who wears a mustache. Yes, it says to the world, I'm a man of action.
But mostly my mustache tells people that there is a 90% chance that I am poorly educated.
Okay, fine. It's a nice mustache.
I wish I had a pencil and
Mustache. Got that feeling.
Oh, yeah.
Mustache feeling in my soul. Got that feeling. From my lip down to my toes. Mustache. He ain't nobody's fool. He bought himself some cool.
Upper lip, slick and hip, pointy on the end.
Making a new set of friends. Just that feeling.
Looking good.
Mustache feeling. Ooh, that mustache got feeling.
Ha ha!
Gosh, mustache culture is pretty